There. Start like this. There we go. Okay. Howdy, everybody. Welcome. Highly motivated. Me, your host, Oraganji. And tonight, it's a Sunday session. A little talky-talk, a little chit-chat. Coming to you live on LinkedIn, Facebook, well, sort of Facebook, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, YouTube, and TikTok. Tonight, we are not on the Insta-cha-cha, but we might be. We might be. That means after a little while, maybe I'll hook us up to the Instagram. It seems that if I go direct, I don't have the same restrictions. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show that's not a show that is community, that is just all of us right here having a little talk, a little download of, download of the weekend, download of the week. It's pretty exciting. I'm not stressing too much about things tonight. I'm just kind of rolling into the show. Do I have topics? Sort of. I do and I don't. It was such a weird weekend. You know, my daughter's birthday was Saturday. And great day we had. Great day. We were in search, and we found, by the way, we were in search of the viral desserts that you see on the Insta-cha-chas or the tiki-talkers. But these are viral pastries that look like fruit. So like they look like a peach or a mango or an apple or a giant strawberry or a giant, raspberry. And then you bite into these things and it crunches. It crunches with like a chocolate shell and a smooth, beautiful mousse on the inside with fresh fruit and things like that. Very delicious, very nice, very neat. When I guess when you see something on social media, on the tiki-talker, and it looks delicious, and then you find it in real life, and in real life, it's delicious. I actually didn't eat it. Oh, I see the cat. The cat's like a ninja. Every time I start my show, the cat knows I'm about to spark up. And as I'm about to spark up, the cat's like, I can't be in here. I can't do it. A sec, let me see if I can get rid of the cat. Oh, she did it herself. Okay. So welcome everybody to the little chit chat tonight, Sunday session. Not that much to talk about, a lot to talk about, and not that much to talk about. We're going to kind of continue our conversation from Friday's show, because Friday's show we were talking about the predictions of Nostradamus. We were talking about the predictions of Edward Casey. We were talking about a possible future that could be quite apocalyptic. So we should be getting prepared, growing our own vegetables, growing our own food. And that is something we need to be prepared about now. That is something we need to start shifting over to now. Growing our own food, being aware of what you put in your body, what these major corporations and growing companies do to the food. For example, Trumpy recently gave permission to spray forever chemicals on your vegetables before they're even harvested. These chemicals are preservatives. So they are poisoning your food before it's even done growing. This is highly concerning to me. And they're doing this because they want to have less crop loss. Less loss because of weather and bugs and over or under watering or fertilizers or pesticides. They're trying to make your food look fake and make you believe that it's good for you. So I tell you, start taking that responsibility into your hands. Start taking that responsibility into your own control. Grow your own food. It's a super important thing. We're going to talk about it a little bit more. We were talking about living forever and nanorobotics, future technologies, but we didn't go too deep into it. So we might still go into it. Let me see. The cryo station. Oh, have they ever brought anybody back from a cryo station? That's interesting. And then peptides. Peptides. What an interesting thing. We're going to learn a little bit about these things and you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Welcome to the show. It's a little bit of everything. And I am not forcing myself into anything. As it happens. I'm going to leave it open on the show, everybody. Leaving it open tonight, even in the comments. If you want to talk about something, if there's a conspiracy that you've heard about or you want to know more about, let's talk about it on the show. Everybody welcome Christopher Sterrell. Chris Sterrell, welcome to Highly Motivated. Good to have you on the show, buddy. Good to have you here. Wow, top of the week to you. That's right. Listen, if you didn't know, Sunday is the top of the week. Sunday is the end of the week and the beginning of the week. Monday really doesn't mean anything. Monday's just another day. Monday's like the second day already into a week. But Sunday's the actual beginning of it. Top of the week. It's been a crazy weekend. So I figured I deserved a little soda, just a little bit. I am drinking a blackberry Dr. Pepper. It is delicious. I'm like, it is delicious. It's sinfully delicious because I know how bad it is for my body. I know how bad it is for me, as an overall. Goopy Chunk, everybody welcome. Goopy Chunk to Highly Motivated. Look at this, we're already international now. The show just started and we're already flowing into an international vibe. So what I'll do then, I'm going to Sparky. Since we're getting things started, I'm just going to shove it in there. I feel bougie this way. Feels very fancy. I'm going to give it a little pre-light like SST Travi does. That way I'm not sucking in straight butane contamination. Sometimes I don't roll it fat enough. I rolled this one pretty fat, but I didn't roll this one fat enough. This one's too skinny. So because it's too skinny, it's not fitting into this thing just right. And that means I'm just not getting the hit that I was looking for. So let's start the magic off tonight, everybody. Let's start the magic with a little spoken word. A little bit of a little reminder. Let me find out where I'm at. Oh, we got Sterrell over here. Everybody welcome. Christopher, live on the show. Welcome, Chris. Highly Motivated.
Hey,
welcome to our little Sunday evening.
Thanks for making me feel welcome, Warren.
Always, Chris, always. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. That's the energy of this show. That right there, this is what I'm talking about. You got the link, pop in, you're part of the show. People look forward to and expect you here. No pressure. It's like,
that's funny. On LinkedIn, it craps out after like 60 seconds or a minute or two or something. That's like snap, ooh, refresh, And just
what,
as
you mean the video itself?
Yeah, the video itself. And just every time too, like it's 2 minutes in. And I'm sure everyone's LinkedIn video does that. And so you hit refresh, no problem. But I heard you're like, welcome, Chris Sterrell to Highly, and then it went out. Because I was in the other room, like doing multitasking,
I don't think LinkedIn is as good of a feed as it was a year ago. A year ago, LinkedIn was really promoting these video feeds.
YouTube has the best feeds by far, but I don't like their regime, let's say. And, when you get to like some of the more controversial subjects, they like kick you off and stuff. So I'm on Rumble now. Like I'm just sticking with that,
So Rumble and Twitch used to be the top streaming services. Like if you had a stream, you had a podcast, this was the place to be.
Right.
And now, it's changing. You know,
Like that might be a thing, Twitter, right, or something. I don't know. I don't know. Like I haven't checked it out.
I think my next progression, my next big step is like Apple Podbean or podcasts, Google Podcasts.
I had to unplug the Strat.
You see, and Goopy is saying Twitch is good for streams. Goopy is saying Twitch is good. Twitch is a good streaming platform, and it is. I just probably need to promote myself more on Twitch.
Wow.
But I feel like I get, I don't know.
So I was at my dispensary last time, right? And they gave me this lovely tray, or a tray. And,
very nice.
I left it there. Okay. And so this time when I went there, I'm like, can I get a tray? And they're like, you know what? They looked at each other like Twilight Zone. And someone like 2 minutes before had returned one of the trays saying, oh, I don't need this tray. And I came in saying, I really would like a tray. And they were just like, it was
like super Twilight Zoned out, right? They just had to give one up, and you're like,
1,000% Twilight Zone. They were just like, wait a minute, that's really weird. Like that you're like almost like I was the chosen one, like coming in for
you, sir,
this
chosen
particular tray. It's a nice tray too. Look, it's got some designs on it, maybe, like it's a nice tray.
No, it's lovely.
Yeah. Like life is good, and it's of course backwards, cool vibes,
But something that's great though. I've got a few trays laying around over here, but I've got so much crap on them. But yeah, I mean, I've
never had a tray.
Great.
I always used a piece of mail that looks like this, one of these, the cardboard,
Yeah, I get something like that. I do the same
always
thing.
Use this, yeah. But like, all right, I've moved up in the world, moving on up to the
east side. I finally got a piece of the pie. Yeah.
Roast beef
it's Sunday. No expectations in this show. You come to watch this, you're going to see me and Chris start singing. That's it. That's what's going to happen.
Something exciting and brand new.
So
I don't even know the words.
It's exactly. I know nobody. I don't even think anybody really knows the words. Watch. We're gonna get somebody on the show. I know all the words. No, Cowboy probably knows the words.
So, like at work, they want to do this like not team building, but they want to have the people that work at the company bring in their instruments and play live instruments. And I'm like, that's not a song. And I'm like, I can jam to background tracks, but I don't know what they're going to do. I'm trying to talk.
So you don't have. Are they playing a song, or are you looking like they just want people to come in and be like, "Hey, bring your guitar, bring your instruments, and play a song"?
Yeah, they're acting like.
You play covers?
No, I cannot.
It's like no, and no. No, I can't play a cover.
I have backing tracks, and then I jam to them, and I only know a couple guitar riffs. And my whole study of the guitar was, like I said, to figure out how to get the pick.
How to pick like your idol, like the guy. What's his name?
Sorry to overemphasize it, but like your pick gets stuck between the strings, so you need to pick it in such a way that your pick is floating on top at all times. Like you have a mental image of this, like the pick can go everywhere but where the string is, but it must be where the string is at the same time. And you need to pick at a 45-degree angle down so that you're when you're going between strings, it's like a figure eight almost. And that's what Ingve's doing. You watch him, and dude, it looks like his hand's not even moving, but it's because of the frame rate of the camera and the music. And he's actually like, he's vibrating his fucking hand. And all the Ingve's, most of it is picking. And then when he's moving up and down, he's doing it in a dirty way where, yeah, you should pick once, pick twice, pick 3 times to go do. But he just picks once and he's like,
You know, and your playing. Listen, your playing has improved exponentially. You now jamming along with music sounds great.
You have to love it. You have to love it. Guitar has to be that thing where you're like the fire, the fire. It's something about fucking fire.
You just said something really important, though. You just said something super important. You said you've got to love it.
Yeah.
Listen, you've got to love it. Whatever you do, whether it's hobby, whether it's work, whether it's love and life and friends, you have to love it. You've got to be doing it because you love it. Look, I'm in the cannabis industry. I can do anything. I can sell cars, phones, computers. I can work on shit.
You've done other
things, multiple languages. I mean, look, I can do anything. But what I love is cannabis. What I love is healing people. What I love is bringing community together. I get to do all three of those things in my favorite career. So for me, I don't do cannabis for the money.
Right. Your individuality.
It never pays enough. It never pays enough.
The cannabis field marketing specialty is your clay to mold as an artiste, No,
I would agree.
That no other person sees that you see that other people don't see, right? I mean,
I'm able to relay the message of cannabis like some others might not be able to. I'm able to do it not only because I use it and love it and believe in it, but I've seen the results. I've seen how amazing that it can be for people who really need it. Right. You have a question, I've got your answer. Guaranteed. Guaranteed I've got your answer. Just like Aiden. When Aiden gets on the show from Bud Tender College up in Tallahassee, he's very intelligent.
Dude,
he's got a great mind on his shoulders.
Dispensaries as sponsors and just add them in as sponsors to the show, right?
So I think as we progress, look, number one, I love Gold Flower Cannabis. Gold Flower Cannabis, a medical cannabis provider here in the state of Florida. I'm always smoking Gold Flower. I try other people's stuff, but I always find that I come back to Gold Flower.
But it's important that you're not promoting Gold Flower, but you're just saying that you like Gold Flower.
I love them, but I'm not promoting. What I am talking about Gold Flower. There's not a lot of providers here in Florida that do organics, that do living soil, that do, no pesticides and fertilizers and hand trimming. Those things right there should all be the beginning. And everybody should be doing that, but they don't. So I talk about Gold Flower. Gold Flower Cannabis is genuinely, by price and quality and people, the number one Florida cannabis provider, hands down. Look, I said price. I said product. I said people. I said price first. Price is always a big deal because the economy is killing us, people. The economy is killing us.
Yeah, tell me about that, dude. I totally agree with the rent and the groceries and the gas. Wow. Yeah. You're starting
to feel it, aren't you?
They need to suspend the income tax for forever, and that would be
they need to suspend the income tax forever. I think there's a lot of things they need to go back and look at. I think there's a lot of things that our government, we need a restructuring of the government. Actually, okay, I didn't know this. My wife actually just brought it up to me right before we started the show tonight. But she was like, you know what Trump did? And she's not a big fan. I'm not a fan. I respect the person because it's the president.
Yeah, what did the orange man do? What did the orange man do?
Yeah, he's over here. What did the orange man do? Tell us what the orange man did. Well, he is building a UFC octagon on the south lawn of the White House.
It's going to be like no other UFC octagon you've ever seen. Marco
I didn't
agrees.
know this was real. I thought
he is a UFC fan. He agrees.
I thought she was messing with me. But she's like, no, he's building for his birthday. His birthday is on the 14th. And I'm like, really?
Those in the media demonizing me that says it's on my birthday are misguided. Really, just totally obsolete people that don't even call themselves journalists.
But what's crazy, they say it's gonna be the biggest, most beautiful UFC octagon you've ever seen.
It's gonna be the most beautiful octagon. It's gonna have gold trim. It's gonna have the Trump Hotel name on it. And
it could be a permanent structure. What the fuck has happened in this country?
No, it ain't going to be a permanent structure. No way. On the White House.
The second he's out of office, I'm sure the new president will be like, no, day one. This needs to go. Look, as much as I like UFC, and I really don't watch it, but as much as I do enjoy occasionally watching a big fight, I just don't see the White House as being a venue to watch UFC. It's like the two don't go together. Keeping our country safe and running it and keeping our bureaucracy legal and safe and fair and
our very brave Pete Hegseth said that he is very honored to have the UFC as the military, and the UFC have ties that go back a long way. And Marco Rubio said it was awesome too. I
that's
follow
why
all that, dude. I mean, I follow the cult of personality, so I go after
cult of personality.
I was an independent, so it was like in the 80s it was the Clintons, in the 90s it was I never voted for the Bushes. I never they were too conservative. And then we had the Clintons with the saxophone and Arsenio Hall. Like Clinton was the happy president, and then we had Bush.
Of course, he was a happy president.
Bush
he
and
was
Cheney.
Utilizing the secret.
Cheney could shoot you in the face, and you would apologize to him, and he would. The whole thing with the waterboarding and shoving tubes up people's asses and stuff, and the pyramid. You remember the cigarette smoke? The girl, she's like that, and there's like the pyramid. You remember that, dude? That is horrible fucking dark ages. Then Obama came along.
Wait, no. Here's the crazy thing with Obama. Those programs were never stopped. They were quieted. They were not stopped. They said, shut the fuck up. That's what they said.
Obama did the same thing that Bush did, but with a velvet glove. We will defend democracy.
Velvet glove. No,
and I will use my
respect that because a good president.
How it is as Obama, and Michelle will tell you.
But now, wait a second. Obama, in his retirement now, has been coming out quite often, really about aliens.
You need to shake a finger at people to make your point, Oren. Am I doing a good job at that? Is that annoying?
It did. No.
It does. I'm saying you got to do that.
I think every single president has been exactly the same. They have, and you said it perfectly. Yeah. Obama happened to be wearing a velvet glove. So the same shit was happening, but he's wearing a velvet glove. So he's handling things with kid gloves. His cleanup team is better. His PR team was basically, shut up.
And then his second 4 years was like, how can we set things up for destruction should we not be in office or something, right?
So I think our government, our government as a whole needs a shakeup. I think there's too many people that are too comfortable. Did you see the guy
from the CIA with 30 bars of he had 300 bars of gold or something? Did you see that? He had this CIA guy said he was running a compartmentalized program and he had $30 million in gold bars stashed in his house and $2 million in cash. And he worked for the CIA. Wrong. And he just said, I'm part of it. It'd be like me telling you, or I work for the secret UFO program. And I need millions of dollars for that, and they just give it. And I don't, just on my say, on the eye.
But this guy was actually working for the CIA.
Yeah, he was getting money from defense contractors as gold bars and stuff. He was convincing defense contractors to invest in his gold bars for a secretive, underground, criminal evil thing you'd see like in a
So
movie.
he was scamming.
Like, you know, like
Yeah, so he was scamming people.
He was scamming. Yeah, he was scamming.
Wow.
That was on the news just recently. Yeah.
That was on the news? I'm telling you, I don't watch the news. I have stopped watching the news
What can you do about it?
so
You can't
depressing.
do nothing. You can't stand in the way of evil like that. They just do whatever they want.
No,
Don't
that's
stand
terrible.
in
Of
the
course
way of
you can't.
evil.
I think if you change the vibe as a whole, people start looking out for people like this. We start getting smarter about it. Our eyes are more open.
Oh, yeah, people are smarter.
Look, if you're part of the social media organized civilization that's all around us, you don't notice it. If you are ingrained in the 9 to 5, work in a box, drive in a box, live in a box, you don't see it.
Right.
But if you are awake even a little bit, you start to notice the inaccuracies. You start to notice the strangest shit you've ever noticed. And you realize that you don't agree with societal norm.
Right.
And a CIA guy with $30 million in gold bars, holy shit, there's something wrong.
Yeah. And I'm worried about like getting fried chicken or not at the gas station, you know, and this guy's got $30 million in
He's worried about buying fried chicken.
As extra stashed away on the margin money. That wasn't even the money he was spending, right? Like
I find it amazing that we struggle. We struggle every single day as people. You know, we work over hours. We take time away from our families. We take time away from our own relaxation and our own peace. You know? To try to make money when you have these people defrauding the government, defrauding us, and getting away with it all. Just all of these, and they all work for the fucking government. They're cops and lawyers and judges and shit. What is going on? That's the world we live in.
Yeah, Stacey Abrams got $20 billion for her NGO that was set up the week before, and this is leading up to when the switch over from Obama or a Biden / Odo Pen Obama into the back to the Trump regime, the orange man.
Who made what?
It was Stacey Abrams got $20 billion.
Who's Stacey Abrams?
A politician, a leftist politician, and she got $20 billion for
leftist politician?
environmental causes, and she didn't deliver one environmental appliance. It was $20 billion to develop appliances. It was just slush fund money, just money, just
$20 billion.
$20 billion.
And she got this before Trump got into office, and this was like a final send-off from Biden.
They called it throwing bricks off of the Titanic, is what it was called.
Wow! $20 billion to develop appliances
that are friendly to the planet. You know, green friendly environmentalism. You know, the money's for Ukraine, the money's for the environment, the money's to feed the children, the money's for the war.
And you'll wonder why this country's broke. We should go back after these presidents when they're doing shit like this and hold them accountable. We should hold every politician accountable.
They know already. They know that Obama was spying on Trump and stuff, and all that. In the first president, they know there was
but they're all doing it to each other. I don't think we can even believe these people anymore. Seriously, I don't think for one moment that we can actually believe the words out of our presidents, out of our politicians, out of these high circuit
It could be
judges.
They live it could be aliens running the planet for all we know, right? That would make
AI
sense.
is probably already running it, yes.
Yeah, right. Eagle Eye. I am the artificial intelligence running the planet.
Well, you remember what we were talking about with those DARPA programs and those, the other AI programs that are quite deep already in running autonomous systems all throughout the government. And we talked about Golden Dome. Golden Dome is so serious right now. Golden Dome is Skynet. Everything that we've been nervous about when it comes to Skynet, that's Golden Dome. That's AI autonomous decision making that is life and death, that is running 10,000 plus laser satellites.
I had to do that. I don't know how it sounded though.
Synthy and creepy. No, it sounds cool. I mean,
looking at the
I
interview
wouldn't
suite at S4, it's kept.
I wouldn't say let's do it for a whole episode or something, but you know.
Right. I would love to have like a plastic alien, like robotic plastic, just a cheap one. That like I don't know. I just want to have robotic alien that I can put on video and be like, alien cam or something.
You know something that'd be great. I think that'd be very cool. I think that would be very cool.
Yeah,
now
like,
you're giving me an idea. I'm looking around. I thought I had a little alien. I had one, and it shoots lights out of its eyes.
I used to have one. You get the 3-liter bottle of water, and you put the little plastic alien in there, and then it soaks in the water and it grows to like the size.
I remember
of the
those
3-liter
toys.
bottle.
We used to get them, and they were like these little itsy in a pill. And you'd put the pill into the water, and then like a dinosaur would come out.
It gets like that big, yeah. So I had one of those. I love that. I have to get another one of those. I want something like that. I want like an alien. In my background, I want like an alien in a tank, like with water, like it's floating around or something. Like, and I want it moving too. I want it alive, like an alien.
I want an alien alive. Let's just
in the background in a tank. And that
an
could be
alien
my whole
in a
thing.
jacuzzi smoking a joint. That's what we need. No, I'm quite sure when I meet the aliens, because I know they listen to the show.
I want to have beautiful Earth women in tanks floating in the background. That would really creep people out.
That would be very creepy. I'm sitting here getting a mental image of Earth women.
Right, could you imagine? And they're just dude, if I could, maybe I should do a blue screen background that has things like that, like just weird shit going on in the background.
No, I think you should have some weird shit going in the background. I think that would go well. I'm like, I think that would go well.
Dogs, whatever. Like it could be the countryside,
I could, something. I have a green screen and a blue screen. I should put one up behind me, and see. But I don't know. I don't know how to do that while in this program.
You ever see Conan O'Brien did it where they're driving, and it's the green screen, and they just do the thing? That would be great. I mean, I think that's awesome. I mean,
I love Conan. Conan O'Brien is one of my favorites. I think he's real. He's authentic. His humor doesn't always hit, but that's what's great.
He's not political. He's just.
I mean, he's a little bit of everything, but something? He's fun.
Jimmy Kimmel's political. He's very ABC, very Disney.
So I would think the other guys are more. They're more worried about their future, in the sense that and
Jimmy Fallon on the Tonight Show is not political. Jimmy Kimmel on ABC, Disney is political. Jimmy Fallon, not political.
Which I think is wild that he got in trouble because of his comments. But that goes totally against your right to speak. Right to.
I think
but it's a public forum inciting violence in a way.
Well, you know what it was? It was a boycott of the brand. It wasn't his speech that did it. It was the boycott of the business of the ABC stations. Half the ABC stations protested against Jimmy Kimmel. So that's why it wasn't his speech. It was the stations protesting his speech, half of them. So that was their speech rights. Like to say, well, we have speech rights too. And we don't like what you said, so we're just gonna not air that or whatever, or do the thing. Yeah.
Yo, everybody, welcome to the show. What a crazy way to start the show. We've already been talking about a little bit of everything. Even our president building a UFC octagon on the south lawn of the White House. Mind
Really?
is blown right now. We are in a whole new generation.
We got the
are
beautiful
replicating
ballroom.
That movie.
You know?
What, Idiocracy? Is that the movie?
Yeah, that's the name of the movie.
Idiocracy. Yeah. We are replicating Idiocracy.
I didn't read about that. I didn't. That must be
look, I believe in our country, period. I believe
it can't be
in
permanent,
the people of
though.
our country.
There's no way.
I support our country. I support the decisions made, even though I don't agree all the way. But to disagree would mean...
Do they have to have it at the White House? That seems extremely
It's for his
unwise.
birthday. For his birthday. And they might keep it there as a permanent installation. I can't.
Wow.
Soon they're going to be watering all the fields with Gatorade. They need the electrolytes. The plants love it.
It's beautiful. We have a beautiful UFC thing, and it's Marco says it's beautiful, and
he has come to the table with some crazy shit military. Everybody, I want you to welcome Barry. Here we go. We got Barry on. Highly motivated. Welcome to the show. It's good to have you here.
How you guys doing?
Hey,
doing
Barry.
Fantastic. So where are you coming to us from today?
I'm coming from near Reading, if you know Reading, PA.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Yes, sir.
So you're out in PA pretty much, Christopher, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm near Downingtown.
Oh, that's real close.
Yeah, like an hour away, hour.
See, I love this. Look, people are coming into the show. By the way, thank you for joining. And if you want to let anybody know what you do, or if you don't.
Sure. So I'm 51. I've been doing cannabis for 40-some years. I used to work for True Leaf, run all their stores in PA, Maryland, and the rec states. And I'm currently working for Cresco Labs, which would be Sunnyside dispensaries. I manage them.
And we have, here in Florida, we've got Cresco, which is not known as Cresco. Cresco is actually out of Chicago. Great company. And so they came in and they bought into the Florida market space, and they took over Sunnyside.
Yep.
And from what I hear now, I've tried them before, but I have to say it this way. From what I hear, their rosins are quite nice.
They're not bad. They're pretty. They're pretty weak in PA. The terps are only maybe like 5%. So I really actually don't.
But it's interesting you say that, because here in Florida, they're weak. So the rosins taste okay. They're clean, and that's a big deal. They have a nice, clean, beautiful rosin, but you want an effect. You want it to have that beautiful, strong entourage. Now, are they like that because you're regulated in your? Is that rec or medical?
No, we're all medical right now, and none of it's regulated. It's just a matter of some companies getting it right. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Standard Farms.
Standard Farms.
They do really good rosin up here. They're probably the cream of the crop. Yeah. You know, they're popping like 12, 13% terps in their stuff.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
when you get to rosin, you're going to have the higher terps. In flower, it's almost unheard of to be above 4.5. And the terpene profiles, I mean, you'll get there. There are strict, but you really don't taste anything at that point.
No.
In rosin, you taste. You do things at a low heat, a dry hit. You don't have to use like a water bubbler necessarily. That's why I like the Proxy. Look, the Proxy, I get a dry hit. And that dry hit, you get flavor like you wouldn't believe.
I got all of them. I actually like the Pivot, even though the battery life's not long. But it's a nice little, take it to the zoo type thing up here. You can throw a little bit in your Pivot, and it's the only Puffco device I know you can use while charging is the Pivot.
Actually, yes. I've even used this one while charging. So the Proxy, the Pivot, and these are dab rigs. And so a dab is anything you do with the rosin batter, any one of the concentrates, because you're applying heat. Now, just because it's low heat doesn't mean it's not a dab. It's just a low heat dab, everybody. And so I do low heat dabs. The older you get, those terps, those high THC levels are important because they last longer in your system.
Yeah, and the whole thing is you don't want to put them at a high temp and just burn them off. They're better at a low temp, more flavor and everything. It's the
I
best
think
bang
this
for
way
your
you're
buck.
getting some of those acidics. You're getting
Yep.
some of that live decarboxylation in the body.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, that's awesome. So you manage the stores, which is great. It's a hard job to work in the store. It is
Yep.
a hard job because you've got to have a lot of patience for people.
Yeah, oh for sure. That's an understatement.
I've worked in many different stores. I've paid my dues.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love working retail.
Yeah.
Look, I get in there, me and retail, I'm like the ultimate warrior
Mhm.
on the sales floor. I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, everybody. I will have people so excited to smoke a fucking joint. They will be running out of the building like, I need to smoke it now. I need to smoke it now. I will have people talking about, they will be drooling. Well, are you okay? Yeah. I was just thinking of the beautiful citrine, maybe the caryophyllene, maybe some of this banana gassy flavor. Yes. No, I believe that's the fun of cannabis. You know, we're not like any other retail type of, you know,
It's its own beast.
it is. Well, okay,
It's its
so
own beast.
you guys are medical,
Yep.
and you're up in PA. You guys get, I think, a lot more patients, or maybe not. I'm actually curious. How many patients, new, do you get a month?
We get about 20 a day.
Okay, so you're getting 600 a month. You guys like that? You like what I just did there? I'm a patient person. That's what I do. That's my job. My job is to bring new patients to dispensaries of my choosing. Of my choosing. And because so you get about 20 a day. And are you getting these directly referred from doctors, or is it just a
No,
smorgasbord?
the doctors up here are real stupid. They just want that. They want to collect your money for that, renewal fee. They don't give anybody any information. We're pretty much the front lines for all information when it comes to. They just send the people in blind with their card.
So, all right, but they're sending them your way, or how else do they find you guys?
Well, they're just finding us usually word of mouth or shopping menus, deals, all that stuff.
20 new patients a day. I love it. I love it. No, that's great. If you keep that in the consistent, new patients are your big money. In the medical market, in the recreational market, if you get them first, like if it's the first or second place they go to, they will be with you forever.
Yeah,
As long as
you give them that wow effect.
Yeah, look, it's the smile. For me, you know what the wow effect really is? I go into a dispensary, and if they start rushing me, then I'm just going to quickly pick some shit up and leave.
Yeah, exactly.
But my wow is when they don't rush me.
Yeah.
And it's when they smile. And they're like, hey, so what do you like? What's your thing? What are you into? I'm like, oh, I love THCV. I love Durbans and Thai strains. And if they answer me back with, hey, I love this. This is what I enjoy. Now it's person. Now it's something a little more real.
Yep.
And so that's my relationship with a dispensary. They make it more community, more driven, more real.
Yep.
I end up coming back more, as opposed to, all right, I'm gonna go check another place out. I don't know.
I always looked at it as building my teams as you want to be like Cheers. You know everybody's name, everybody comes in. Everybody feels comfortable.
That's hard. No, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. If I come in and they're like, Oren, I'm like, yes, I'm here. You feel good, and you order maybe 20, 25, 30% more.
And it makes people more comfortable, and you can get them out of their comfort zone of people that wanted to try concentrates and just never wanted to have the conversation. Because every store I ever worked in, we sold double the amount of every company in the store in the state was concentrates, because we were just flipping, we were throwing puff codes out the door, 6, 7 of them a day,
Holy shit, that's good.
Yeah.
No, that's really good to turn those things around. Concentrates are a hard sell. If you're not young, in the know, doing the dabs, hanging out with your friends, dabby wabby wabbies, you're an older person like me. I'm 51. And at my age, if I've never dabbed before and I'm entering into the dabbing field, I'm not gonna do that shit. It looks like crack. It
Right.
looks like something crazy. I mean, people got like torches and shit, and they're
Yep,
lighting up these glass. I mean, these pieces look beautiful, but have you seen it? They're heating up this bowl and then they're dropping it in, and this is a lot of work. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's the mentality. Now, the reason it's a good thing, though, at my age, doing the concentrate, there's something about the high THC and the full spectrum that dabs are.
Yeah.
I do it at low heat. Like Barry was saying, low heat, you keep those cannabinoids, but it's beneficial to replenishing my anandamides, my 2-AG, my naturally produced cannabinoids in the body.
Yep.
At the lower heat. That's where it's beneficial. The high heat, where you blow your brain and your endocannabinoid systems out like an overfilling cup.
You can get the sweats and everything else.
Yeah, you get the sweats. You get super. Like if you do a high heat dab, you get so high. You're just like, oh shit.
You have stuff coming out of you didn't even know you had holes for stuff to come out.
He's right, and you start sweating, and you're just like, you're glistening and shit. And then you sober up for a moment, which is so weird. It's like you're just totally sober, and you're like, oh, okay, I think I'm sober enough. I'm gonna drive home. And then you get in your car, and you're just like, what is going on? Holy shit! That's a dab. That's how it affects you, I think.
Yeah.
So no, that's why I like doing it on low heat. It gives your body a chance to assimilate how that's affecting you.
Yeah.
You know, where was I? There was, let me just go back here. Okay. Oh, it is working. Okay. Sorry, just checking, making sure things are working. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know with this program. I think something's working. Christopher over there's got lemons and strawberries and oranges and limes floating all around him. It looks very refreshing. I'm not sure what the hell is going on over there, but I'm like, wow. I love it, Chris. Like these graphics, very, very nice, very upscaling some shit.
Around. I'm trying to figure out how to switch it back too.
He's like, I want to switch it back, but we're stuck. You might like it, but we are stuck.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though, Chris. I like the look. It pulls people into your little square over there. So Barry, I'm sure you've heard me talking about doing this 420 Fest next year.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, I am like beyond excited, beyond pumped putting this together. So I've really run into a location problem. I keep talking to all these venues, and so I was going to kind of bring up the question: what are people afraid of? But I've been talking to all these venues that can easily handle 1,500 people, and all of a sudden now they're calling me back saying, "Listen, we're not comfortable with the amount of people that your event's going to bring."
I think it ain't about the people it's going to bring. It's about the people it's going to bring, not the amount of people. These places are like this up here. They're always looking at it like, oh, you're going to bring all the, it's like, but now we have all these CannaFest up here all over the place that pop up in the Poconos, Kutztown. I mean, it turns into a lot of areas. It turns into a lot of elbows and assholes at a lot of some of these things because you got people there pushing these, moon rocks that are just crazy stuff and overpriced stuff, and then you actually have the medical tents there that all we can give away is like T-shirts and information, and so it's like mixed signals at these things.
But so in the Florida market, that's where I started. In the festivals, in the events, in a medical tent, where we would have our competition, even farms that were coming in that were brands of the medical, but they weren't in the medical tent. They were just the brand on their own in these big VR booths. They had like VR in one of them. I was like, holy shit. And they had this and they had that. How do I compete? So here's what I did. I'm the one who started this, people. 8 years ago, 8.5, 9 years ago, I was at the festivals with a big ass wheel. I'm sure you've all used the wheel. I had the carnival wheel. Screw you all. It was mine. I started this shit. And I did. and it was a whiteboard wheel, so I can write in shit like prizes. So what I
Yeah.
would do, because I didn't have that many prizes to give away, I had pens. Pens! How exciting is a fucking pen? And I had a couple of t-shirts, and not a lot, like 4. So 4 people are getting a t-shirt, and I've got a box of like 500 pens. So everybody at this festival that I get a hold of is gonna have a damn pen, but they're gonna think it's amazing. So here's what I would do. I had questions on the wheel,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd come, spin the wheel, and if it lands on a question, you have to answer it. And if you answer it right, you win a prize. I never told anybody what the prize was. I remember this one festival in Mount Dora, Florida, and you know, there's people competing all over the place. Other medical tents. I was working for one of the medical providers here in Florida at the time, and they were a medical provider that didn't give you anything. They had no money, no budget, no nothing do you get out of them. You want pamphlets? You need to beg.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just, and you can see the amount of care they did not have for patients. Anyways, my goal was still to make this company the biggest because they were paying me. That's what I do. So I deliver. I start yelling and screaming. I'm like, come on, come on, come spin the wheel of cannabis knowledge. And people are like, what is this fucking crazy guy? Guess what? I had a line wrapped around this friggin' festival. My silly, stupid booth giving pens away, while other people are giving away dabs and free pre-rolls and mushrooms and just some crazy shit. And they know they can go get that stuff there later. But the excitement of what we were putting together, so people came up, they'd spin, and they'd say, okay, what is THC? They're like, tetra. I'm like, no, don't give me the sciencey term. Tell me what THC is to you. And other people are listening, and they'd be like, oh, THC has saved my life. THC has given me back my freedom, my this, my that, you know. Because of it, I can sleep again. I'm like, you win.
Mm-hmm.
You win a pen. Not just any pen, it's a fucking magical pen. People are like, it's a magical pen. I'm like, it's a magical pen. So I give them the pen. That right there got people involved in wanting to know more about the plant. They wanted to know more about, you know, not just, hey, we're going to get really high. Hey, there's reggae in our culture. But hey, there's education in it. There's compassion.
Yep.
So if you ever see a wheel, it's because of me.
Oh, yeah, that's probably where True Leaf picked it up down there. Because True Leaf has them in all the stores.
Oh, they took it from me. And it was a big-ass wheel. And I know I was the first because I was doing, so back in the day when we were traveling, I was doing fairs and festivals. And I had a booth where I had like this game where you just, you know, you'd spin the wheel, you'd put your money down, you'd spin the wheel, and you can win a prize. It was it. That was how easy it was. It didn't work out like I thought it would. So I put the wheel in storage. So that wheel that I started with, which I still have the original wheel over in the 52 right now, that original wheel, that started the whole thing. So I know that was me. Nobody else had that. I was traveling all over the country using a wheel. So wherever anybody got the wheel, that's my claim to fame. That's it. Chris, that's it. That's my only claim to fame. The wheel.
I actually started, I don't know if you guys have one down there, but it was pretty cool. I made myself my own little terp bar game. It was Guess the Terps. By each one, I made a little a bottle. I had the smell of each terp in it. The bottles were turned around, and I wanted them to smell them, and they could learn to smell the terps.
Okay. Actually, you laugh. I have that. I have a whole section. Yeah. And I saw it from another dispensary. And I saw the easy terps. And it's like, look, here's an easy way to just open the bottle. And you're like, and you're smelling. I'm like, so what is that terp? And if you guess it, you win. I also I also moved along the pong, the game of beer pong. But I turned it into cannabis pong. Yep. And you know, it just turned out to another game. So not everything works, unfortunately. You know, not everything has its magic. But it can be fun. But that's how I started off. And then I started building the direct relationship with the doctors. I started building the direct relationship with the nurses, the facilities, the managers of multiple different stores. I started kind of that relationship with the direct stores, and because of that, one sec, the music is getting crazy. Okay, so I started building the direct relationship with the stores and the doctors and the market managers. And that's kind of the relationship I've kept now for like the last 8 years here in Florida as part of my stranglehold for new patients. It's a hard thing. Look, we don't have, so here's what's crazy. Here in Florida, we barely have 1 million people on the registry, on our medical registry. We don't even have 1 million yet. Oh, by the way, quickly, East Coast Visual Media. Welcome, Major Nugs, Major Ganji, to Highly Motivated and Troublesome Red from New Zealand. See, we have a lovely, look, we have Ireland tonight with Goopy Chunk. We have New Zealand with Troublesome Red. Welcome, Troublesome Red. Welcome to Highly Motivated. Welcome to the show. So that's what we're doing here tonight, y'all. We are chit-chatting. We are having just a little smoke, just a little talk with some new friends as well. Thank you, Barry, for coming in. Again, Barry now works for a MSO, a multi-state operator in Pennsylvania. And you know, what's amazing is look, this show is for that and everything else. This show is for all the people that come into it and make it the magic that it is. So thank you. Thank you, everybody in the comments, everybody on the screen, everybody watching from all the different places around the world tonight. Thank you for making this show the magic that it is. You're all amazing. And again, remember, you can catch us. And I'm going to tell you, we broadcast on multiple different channels because they kick me off of channels. They ghost me. They put baby in a corner. Anybody know what movie I'm talking about now? Whatever. Can't put baby in a corner.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Nobody ever puts baby in a corner.
Never.
So I think, let me see. It's called Bong Pong. It's a legit thing. They have bongs for it. So wait, bongs for the pong? So what, each one of the things is a bong? Wait, you gotta get it in a bong? Nobody puts ganjis in the corner. Yes, East Coast, yes! He's over here. Nobody puts ganjis in the corner unless it's the talky-talk corner. That's beautiful. That's excellent. That's gonna get some showcase there on the screen. Let me see. Love that movie. Google it. Google it. Dirty Dancing, people. It's Dirty Dancing. Listen, one of the. I grew up watching this. I grew up watching Dirty Dancing. That's what it was all about. Loved it. Could I dance? Not worth a damn. I was terrible. But Patrick Swayze, what an icon to grow up around. Patrick Swayze, look, Roadhouse, they remade it and it's shit. They remade it with a multi-million-dollar budget and it's shit.
Remember Youngblood?
Youngblood, what, the singer? Wait.
No. It was the ice hockey movie called Youngblood. They just remade it. It was Keanu Reeves' first starring role.
Okay, yes.
Keanu Reeves was the goalie. Patrick Swayze was the captain of the team, and what's his name was in there? Rob Lowe.
And they're remaking it.
Yes. So they now made Youngblood. They politically correct it. Now he's colored.
They're remaking it. It sounds like my house in the background.
Yep. Yeah. I got 2 grandkids here.
Yeah, I'm about to say it sounds like early days in this house. Not anymore, actually. You know something? I would welcome. You laugh at me. I would welcome the crying in this house again.
Oh, it's fun.
I would. You say that now. I'm like, you say that now. It is fun and it's not fun. Look, I miss the diaper changes. I miss the crying. My youngest is 7. My oldest is 32.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
My oldest is 30. My youngest is 26. So these are my grandkids. So I don't know how I can do all the fun stuff. I'm just a bad pop-up.
I have grandchildren that I mean, from my adopted son, and I haven't met. We've been on me and him have been him and the entire family have been kind of on the outs a bit, which is a shame. We've reached out to him many times, but sometimes people are just going to live their life, and they have their own way of seeing things. So I'm not one to. I am one to rock the boat. I will rock the fucking boat. I will always rock the boat. I will always be there rocking the boat. Why? Because that's what I do. But I do it out of love. I do it out of heart, out of what's right in life. I'm going to rock the boat for others, for myself, for the family, for just because, damn it, if nobody else is going to rock the boat, I'm going to rock the boat. That's just, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Okay. So, I guess, Barry, we'll ask you the question, and I'm going to move it into other conversation. Do you know anything about peptides?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess my first question really that I need to put in here is, what are peptides? Hold on, let me so what are peptides?
That I do not know. I never heard that term.
So peptides are short for chains of amino acids. So peptides being the so let me see. Peptides are short chains of amino acids that the same building blocks that make up proteins. So peptides, think of them as tiny biological messengers. They tell cells what to do, when to repair, when to grow, when to release hormones, when to activate certain healing process. These peptides. So in reality, your body already makes hundreds of peptides. Your body is already producing peptides naturally, like insulin, regulates blood sugar, glucagon. It helps control glucose levels. Growth hormone releasing hormones, GHRH, signals growth hormone production. And then oxytocin. Oxytocin's involved in bonding and your social connection. So your oxytocin, I guess, is your social levels. So it's interesting. These are the peptides that are already naturally produced in your body. These are the peptides that are already natural, in your body, already being produced, already being done. Let me see. I love that movie. It was a different comment. So researchers and clinics are investigating certain peptides. And this is why I've been asking. I think I was talking on Friday's show, and I may have mentioned it. Now I'm going to start getting into peptides. East Coast Visual Media had mentioned they were looking into peptides as well. Or maybe they mentioned the peptides, and that got me thinking about them. I really can't remember where this all started. I'm like, I can't remember where it all started, but I've been into this whole thought process of what are peptides. So the easy thing is, they're the building blocks, long chains of proteins. And here we go. We've got Barry back. Welcome back, Barry. And so peptides are protein chains that tell the body what to do. So even though we use cannabis in its full, extent of things, we still need other proteins, other vitamins, other nutrients to kind of kickstart the body. So researchers are looking at peptides for improved recovery, which is huge, to support muscle growth, accelerate wound healing. So we get cut, we could be healed by the next day. Improve sleep. Now, a lot of these things, by the way, cannabis is capable of. A lot of these things right now that I'm mentioning, look, improved recovery, supporting muscle growth, accelerating wound healing, improved sleep, increased growth hormone production. Everything peptides, cannabis. It supports weight loss. Peptides support natural weight loss in the body, improving your skin, improving your hair. And when it comes to aging, because we're all aging, we're all getting older, people. We're gonna live longer. You want to support a healthier body, which is gonna make you live longer. A healthier brain and healthier brain support. We were talking about living longer, nanorobotics, shit like that. So peptides are part of that conversation. Peptides, let me grab another joint out over here. Peptides are part of that conversation. They're there to keep our body young so that we could feasibly look at 150, 200 years of age. This is serious. I'm not just talking out of my ass. I've done a lot of research my entire life on the longevity of living. Why? Because I'm going to live forever. Why? Because I'm never going to give up. Why? Because I'm giving you the opportunity by telling you what I'm looking into as well. Also, look up a Russian billionaire. He's got the answer somewhere. There's a Russian billionaire out there that's got like an entire team. I heard about this like 10 years ago. Okay, so look up the Russian billionaire. He might be onto some shit. But peptides, I think, are going to be what's good. So it's peptides and cannabis. Now, I hope you're ready for this. All these things that I read off that peptides are capable of, like improving recovery, supporting muscle growth, accelerating the healing of wounds, improved sleep, supporting weight loss, improving your skin and your hair, and something that you use to support healthy aging. All of these things cannabis can do. But we might need peptides to kick things into gear. Maybe cannabis is good, but it's good in the combination. Remember, cannabis is all part of the combination, people. On its own, it's not the magic. In combo, this is magic. In combination, cannabis does a magical array of things. So I'm thinking, and this is that's why I'm asking people if they know anything about peptides, other than the research that I have looked into. I think it might be smart in my aging, I should maybe be smoking more weed and using peptides. Peptides, I guess, in pills, in droppers in the morning. So here's, and when I say peptides, and I say different peptides for different things, there is a peptide called BPC-157. I know it's a sexy name, isn't it? Number 157. So this is muscle recovery. This is gut health support. This is your ligament and tendon healing. So there are specific peptides for specific actions of the body. For example, I've got this lovely, I enjoy food gut. I look at food, I gain weight gut. I've got this, I'm 51, damn it, I can't get rid of this shit. Sit-ups? How many sit-ups do you think a 51-year-old does? Not enough. Not enough to do shit about this fucking belly. So maybe there's a peptide to help me get things into shape. Not into shape, but maybe into place. Or am I asking too much? I'm probably asking too much. But using things to improve gut health. So specific peptides. There's TB500. It's tissue repair. Tissue repair. Recovery from injuries, reduced inflammation, used in combination with a nice hybrid leaning something. Ooh, now we're talking some magic. So not just peptides and cannabis rosin, peptides and RSO, peptides and a little bit of bud. Look, there's animal studies that they do. That's really how they figure out a lot of this. A lot of this is done with animal studies or in self-administered studies. Like studies that, you're back! Goopy Chunk is back! Welcome, Goopy Chunk. It's good to have you back. So we're on the show, we're talking about peptides, Goopy. If you know anything about peptides, let us know. It seems like the younger generation knows all about this. I mean, is that crazy that younger kids are more connected to maxing our bodies. You like how I use some common terms? Maxing our bodies. I'm pretty proud of myself too. I bet if my daughter was listening to me right now, she'd be like, Dad's a twerp. Dad's a putz. He's trying to sound like he knows what he's talking about. And you're right. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm. But I think we call it maxing. We're maxing ourselves, maxing our capabilities. We are maxing our potential. Listen, we are maxing potential with peptides and cannabis. So, and being used. So here are the peptides that are really important. They're called CJC 1295 plus ipamorelin. Ipamorelin and CJC 1295. It's used for longevity and performance. It stimulates natural growth of the hormone release, improved recovery, supports sleep, potentially improves body composition. What is that? What is improving the body composition? I don't know. I like it. I might have to try. I'm just going to start taking some peptides. And then the next peptide is semaglutide. Wait, isn't that the shit that people are injecting to lose weight? Isn't that the one for diabetes? GLPs are semaglutides, right? Oh my God, I didn't even realize what the fuck peptides are. Peptides are this? No. Look, one of the most well-known peptide-derived medications. It's used for weight loss, type 2 diabetes, appetite control. And I think this is where they figured out it was good for weight loss because they were using it for people with diabetes. But that's the semaglutide. And then there's tirzepatide. Tirzepatide. That's a fucking name. A newer medication that has shown substantial effects on weight loss, blood sugar regulation, appetite reduction. So that's what creatine. Creatine is a peptide. Okay, wait a second. We are blowing my mind right now. The stuff people use in the gym for muscles and all. Really? Yeah, creatine. That's a peptide? Where have I been? Where have I been? Because look, they're using peptides for longevity. And this is probably the most interesting realm of study. Researchers are investigating peptides to maintain muscle mass with aging. The constant recovery that the body needs as we age. Enhanced sleep quality, supporting our metabolic health, improving tissue repair. Wow. Yeah, I mean, look, they're combining the peptides, specific ones, with exercise, good nutrition, a sleep optimization routine, hormone monitoring, more different peptides, red light therapy. Isn't that just a fucking light that people are putting on their face? What is this? What is going on over here? Red light therapy. And people are continuing or continuously monitoring their glucose levels. This is what we need for longevity. So you mentioned GLP-1. GLP-1 drugs like semaglutide and tirzepatide, GLP-1s. Wow. But so wait, people are taking these drugs and they're claiming that, look, they're going to be living to 150 years old. The peptides are reversing aging and they're regrowing organs in bodies. Is this, and I'm finding out some of this is total bullshit. Some of this is like regrowing your organs. I'm like, what if it like starts regrowing an organ and I don't need that organ yet? Like, will it wait? No, I don't think it's regrowing organs. But there are claims out there. Right now, peptides are showing great promise in improved recovery, metabolic health, body composition. I don't know what the fuck that is. That's got to be losing weight or body shaping. Specific medical benefits that are surrounding this is the revitalization of the body. You know, it may not be reversing aging, but it is reversing the body. Regrowing hair. Regrowing hair? What is going on? So I think if you're interested in the longevity of life, peptides are one piece of a much larger picture that still includes all the basics. All the basics like exercise, good sleep, good food, you know, proper nutrition, stress management. That's a big one because we all stress out all the time. We all stress out all the time. And I you know, maintaining our muscle mass as we age, that's been a problem for me even. I have to work out twice as much. And when you don't work out at all, that's a lot. When you don't work out at all, twice as much is a lot. And the older we get, we've got to do that because we lose muscle mass very quickly. I find that I am not as strong as I once was. I'm still fucking strong, but not as strong. I'm always going to be tough. I'm always going to be like Popeye on the inside. But on the outside, I'm just not. I'm not as young as I once was. I'm not as powerful and strong. And does that bother me? Yeah, that part bothers me. You know, the part where I'm breaking down and I'm aging. So can peptides rejuvenate my body? Can peptides rejuvenate my strength, my ability, my muscle stamina? And if so, while also putting longevity to my overall life and health, it's something I'll look into. And I don't know, and collagen, the shit used in hair supplements. Collagen is a peptide? Wow. We need more collagen as we age.
I think
Chris.
everything's a peptide. A peptide is a biological molecule. So anything that's a biological molecule is a peptide.
So what do you mean? So anything can be classified as a peptide?
Yeah, anything's a peptide, sure.
Okay.
If they call
So
something
are there good and bad peptides? I mean, look, with the GLP-1s or the semaglutides, I've heard people losing lots of weight.
Peptide doesn't have a good or bad connotation.
But they start to lose their teeth. I've heard people losing bone loss and other problems in their body because of these GLP-1s. So is it the overuse of this natural? It's a naturally replicated.
Ask your doctor if Fix-It-All is right for you. Fix-It-All might have, sudden brain damage, major organ failure, headaches, bleeding. These are common side effects. Other side effects might be prevalent. Don't take this if you're allergic to any of this or any of the ingredients in it.
I love when they're like,
happens to you.
I love when they're like the side effects. The side effects could be
death, disease, zombie apocalypse, the world's ending.
Zombie apocalypse. It says in really small print on the GLP-1s.
Right.
Zombie apocalypse starter.
Zombie apocalypse.
You are responsible.
Might cause a zombie uprising. We're laughing about it. We're making stories about it. But what if this is the kind of bullshit that starts a zombie apocalypse, starts an ultra disease, a peptide, a fucking peptide, a peptide that ends up changing your biology into essentially into a zombie. I posted some more music to the Discord channel. I made a new song. What's it called? I forget what it's called. Something slow chemistry, something. It was a weed-oriented song.
Was it?
Yeah, cannabis. Let me see.
I'll go listen to it. Because it's weed-orientated. Oh, actually, you know what
song
we
Slow
should play
Motion Chemistry is the name of it.
Slow Motion Chemistry. Oh, by the way, Goopy said, I saw a thing that said Ozempic is like hollowing out your bones, and it's like really bad for you. So you heard that as well. You've heard that it's bad for the bones, it's bad for the body, bad for your teeth, bad for any bone. Let me see, I made a summer song, but it's shit, haha. I just done it for a bit of fun. But that's where it starts. It starts as fun, and then you turn it into, maybe you could turn it into something bigger. Maybe you end up getting such great beats out of that. So the song I want to make is the pickle song. Unz, 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 pickles are so tasty. Unz, unz, I like, okay. I just have it, I have a vision. I have a vision of this. Whatever. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find the song by THC. The horticulture cowboy sent me an incredible song that I like to play every episode. So I'm just gonna kill the music, the AI generated music, and we're gonna play Be Your Own Ganji, the Ganji Fest. And really quickly, just to explain to everybody what Ganji Fest is. Ganji Fest is an event. It's a Renaissance festival for cannabis, community, education, all of it together. That's what the Ganji Fest is. It's going to be an amazing thing with cannabis science fair, side quests, vendors and music and food. What a great, and we're gonna have acoustic guitarists and comedians and fortune tellers and magicians. It's a Renaissance fair, because that's what every festival should be. You should be showing up, not just paying to talk to vendors and just get a little bit of music and high priced drinks. No, you're coming in to a magical experience that will be a nationwide pull. And starting that nationwide pull. Our theme song, talking about Ganji Fest, Be Your Own Ganji. Yo, Ganji Fest. Highly motivated talk.
I love how it tells a story. I love any music.
Right. That's what music should be. It should be a story again.
It should be a story.
Feeling right. Hands up, hearts open. Outside. This moment. By side. I don't even know all the words yet, but I'm learning them every time I hear it. Be your own Ganji Fest. We rise. Tonight, be your own Ganji Fest. Medical leaf in the breeze, bring calm to the bone. For the pain and the hard days, making everybody home. No divide when we gather, old wounds start to fade. When the drum and guitar glow, today the world can be made. Hands up, hearts open, leave the fear outside. We were made for this moment, side by side. Be your own Ganji Fest. Now feel the rest. Be your own Ganji Fest. We rise. Tonight, be your own Ganji Fest. One table, one faith, one line. Share the herbs, share the wisdom, share the peace, share the time. And we answered from the block to the beach. Every soul in the circle, little reach. Be your own Ganji fest. Now feel the rest. Be your own Ganji fest. We rise. Green skies. Ours tonight. Take it back. Be your own Ganji fest. This is about taking it back. This is about taking back a holiday instead of it just being discounts in dispensaries, which it still should be, but we're bringing it back. This is a community festival, a renaissance, not just for cannabis, for everybody. And if you are lucky enough to get a ticket, if you are lucky enough to be at this event, this is like a bucket list thing. This is a bucket list event that is going to be happening next year, 4/18. That's the date. It's a Saturday, which is the weekend before 4/20. But we're also going to possibly plan something for 4/20 itself. Maybe a private dinner that you get invited to. If you're at the festival, you get a secondary ticket for the dinner on 4/20 itself. So there are a lot of exciting possibilities here, and narrowing down a location seems to be one of the most important and the most difficult. The most difficult of things. Everything else is coming together. We've got vendors popping up, great vendors that you are going to love. Listen, vendors, you will buy shit you will never forget. You will buy shit you will never forget. We've got bands coming into this now. Look, THC is going to be headlining. That's the Horde of Culture. That's Cannabis Rock and Roll. Cannabis Rock and Roll. What a great band. What great people. And they're going to be showcasing. And again, we're going to have unconfirmed, but we have some great reggae bands, folk bands, just a country band. I've got a country band that they're like cannabis country. Canna country band. I feel like it's a new genre. I feel like cannabis country. That's how about, let me see. And what vibe? Like hip hop or reggae? If you're doing something, do it like, you do it like maybe reggae, maybe ska, punk ska reggae, or like a reggaeton. We don't hear enough reggaeton kind of beats, It's very Spanish, very, roll the tongue. Ruffles have ridges. We see you're making a song. Wait, if you're making a song, do the pickle song. Make a pickle song. Make a song about pickles. Pickles, talking about pickles and how good pickles are. So a pickle song about pickles and how good those pickles are. And do it with maybe like an EDM kind of beat, like an EDM dance beat. Like oons, 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 pickles, 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 pickles. I did a pickle song once, but it was really rough. It's not, and I think that's the fun. That's the fun of putting something together. Just have fun with it. You don't have to be so serious all the time. I think we're over serious people. We're all so serious, right? Like we're super serious. And that's why every failure feels like the end of the world, because we put so much weight on it. We put so much importance on it. We for every result, it has to be perfect. It has to be this or that. Like we have so many expectations on things. I think if we stop expecting so much and just let life happen, it happens better. It happens better, happier, if you just don't expect it anymore. Just let life be what life is going to be. I feel like that's real, and we're chasing it too much. We're making it too much. It's becoming too much. That's why, like songs, like with a song, like the song, I'm talking about the song, like a song, make it a pickle song, make it fun. Start with fun and then meld into into the serious compositions. start with what makes you laugh. We don't laugh enough. Maybe we need to just genuinely laugh on our own, just to not even take ourselves seriously. I don't take myself very seriously. That's not true. And it is true, but it's not true, but it is true. I don't expect anything else out of myself. Like, I don't expect, I just let things happen. I used to sit on the edge of my seat, always expecting certain things to happen. And they don't. They don't now. They did when I expected them. But those things don't happen now because I don't expect them. They're not in the heliosphere of my creation of life.
So I
You ever
created a
notice
second. So Oren, I created a second virtual band now.
Oh, okay.
So I have the original Red Alert.
Red Alert
And
is your
I took
original.
your criticism to heart. I put the original characters that I had instead of let the AI hallucinate. I said, no, make the characters look like this, and that looked good. So I did another video. But then I created a new channel with a new band called Goddess.
Send it to me. Yes, send it
It's
to me.
like, it sounds like Dua Lipa.
But
So
that sells.
yeah,
People love that
so
shit.
it's like
Listen,
pop. It's all do.
people
Oh
love that
yeah,
shit.
it's just like smoking the cannabis.
I like anything where rock has been put into it, like a rock reggae. I love rock reggae. I love rock country. I love rock pop. I think
I'm not
rock
a
and
big
roll,
reggae
and
guy, but I don't dislike it. I just not.
when you are multi red stripe beers in and a big joint, bigger, like you've been smoking on it for hours, you're on the beach and you start hearing those steel drums and you start hearing the
Right, you got to have
history,
the steel
the
drums
culture.
with it too. Yeah,
Right.
all right.
You start
Yeah,
hearing the steel drums, but this
yeah.
is your intro to reggae, because then imagine yourself coasting down the one of the rivers in a bamboo boat that somebody is gondoling,
Drinking
doing like
Mai
a gondola
Tais or
style,
something. Right.
down the
Yeah.
intercoastal waterways of
Drinking
Jamaica.
a large
Right.
bowl of fruit
Smoking
drink.
another big gigantic joint. And
Kanjay,
in the
Kanjay
background,
fast.
you hear it, you like, I can't sing anything else right now because I don't know anything else, but it's like, it's like one love,
Barbecue chicken
one
and
heart,
Cajun
let's
seasoning.
get
Yeah.
together and feel all right. And that's what you hear in the background. That's the
Yeah.
vibe of the people. You end up loving reggae. Reggae
So
is more
yeah.
than just the beat. And then the
I thank
reggaeton
you.
is reggae and like Spanish, Boricua music.
I have to
Boricua.
thank Cowboy, for the Sino influence there. I appreciate that. It's a whole new world for me, actually.
You use it for
And
so many different reasons. I mean, it's creation, it's
yeah,
hobby.
I
Um,
actually listened to my own playlist in the car when I was going on my way to Jersey.
okay.
You
Oh, so
know,
you went to the dispensary recently.
yeah, and it's about an hour and 15-minute drive. I wish I had more songs. So I'm seriously like thinking about signing up for the more professional plan and taking that a lot more seriously.
If you enjoy it, do it. Because look, I did that with Chat
I think
GPT.
so.
I was having good conversations. It was really putting together my work in a very neat, proper way. And I was just utilizing it occasionally. And then I was like, let me just pay for it. Let me see how much more it can do.
It's
And
better when you pay for it. It's better.
well,
Yeah.
here's what's crazy. Yes and no. Before I paid for it, it was more honest. Before I paid for it, it tried harder. Before I paid for it,
There's different
it
settings you can
I
pick
mean,
too,
I
like
couldn't I
thinking
couldn't use it.
and the other things.
Right, but I couldn't use it as often. I mean, when you don't pay for it, you get limited amount of uses.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
they shut it off and like, okay, you can't use it for like 2 days. And you're like,
Right.
oh, well, fine. I'll see you in 2 days because I'm a cheap
Yeah.
ass. But
See, I
then
have
what's
it through my
crazy?
job. I have it through my job, so they have like a corporate plan. So I can generate stuff there, just little things here and there. So, it works good for
AI
me.
is an interesting tool. But right now, I don't see it as much more than a tool. Now, I'm saying that I do see the potential. I do see its capabilities. I do see insurance companies, governments, religious institutions, you name it, already using it on a very large scale, getting
Very
rid of
large.
call
Yeah.
centers, getting rid of
Yeah.
late
I am an
night,
agent.
right,
Yeah.
getting rid of every single department every one of these companies have, and it's all going AI. So, I mean, I do see
I am an
that.
AI agent. I'm here to help you. Is there anything you'd like to talk about, Oren? I am an AI
I
agent.
think that's when I hear that I get a little angry, because the first thing I'm like, look, can I speak to a live person? We are live and we can answer all your questions. I'm like, all right, this is how
Oren, I
this
understand your
conversation's going to
disappointment in
go.
our AI interactions, but is there anything I can help you with that would be more constructive?
And and at that point, it's like, well, listen, I need somebody who can make a decision. I am capable of answering the questions and making a
Okay,
decision
Oren,
on
I
your
can make
case.
decisions for you. Would you like me to give you a list of options to choose from?
Right. We are already in that society. We are already in that type of environment where, look, we are holy free holies. Wow. Wow. The world we're in right now. What? This is crazy. And I'm not saying just crazy as in the president building a UFC octagon in the backyard of the White House. No, not crazy like that. Crazy in such different ways. Let me see if you love that thing, don't you? And that's what's great.
I do.
So Chris has been progressing. Look how smooth. Holy shit. So smooth. I put the pickle song into the Discord. If y'all heard Chris a month ago and hear him now, he has been practicing, he has been dedicating, he has been putting his mind and soul into that. Wow. Excellent.
Could you actually hear that?
Yeah. Oh, we could hear it.
Wow.
I actually had to turn it
wow,
down.
he's like ink daying out, man. He's just doing it.
I actually had
What's
to turn
up,
it down a
Gavin?
little bit so it
Yeah,
didn't
nice to see
overpower
you,
you.
man. Nice to see you. I didn't see
Gavin,
you.
welcome. Highly
I was
motivated.
distracted, you know.
Gavin
Sounds good.
jumped in right at the end of your set. He sounds good, doesn't he?
He does.
You
Sounds really good.
so much better. Seriously, when you were first
Thank
getting
you.
back into guitar and you just got your Strat and you got on and he goes, look at what I got myself.
Yeah,
and look what I'm going to get back into. I used to play,
thanks for
but not much.
following the
I'm
journey,
going to
man,
get back into it.
Yeah.
You got back into it.
I did.
And look at this, like a month. Was it been like a month or 3 weeks? What has it been?
It's been probably a month.
Month or two, I'm going to need to get new strings.
Solid month and a half.
I need to go back and get strings again. I'm going to have them change the strings. I'm not going to do it myself because
a good solid month and a half, and he is sounding fantastic. I'm so impressed, and I think everybody watching
they'll
the
look
show
at it too. They'll say,
uber
"Do you
impressed.
need a setup or not?"
That's awesome. Everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to Highly Motivated. Welcome to a community get together.
Instrument. It's very precise. It's very
beginning.
It's very precise. Like when I'm moving that pick, like it's millimeters, man. It's like it's sailing across like a cool breeze across the strings, like going up and down. Like and the thing is,
it says, look, the practice shows. East Coast is saying, look, the practice is showing. killer
So
licks.
thanks,
And they
East
were.
Coast.
I'm
So
so impressed.
the thing is, playing something at a slow speed and playing it at a high speed is a different set of motions and velocities, and trying to slowly transition from slow to fast, I get hitched up in that.
But
So
you
I
are
have to be
getting
like,
better. It's
I
very
need to play
impressive.
it as a
Very impressive. Everybody,
thing,
Dodgy Darts is here. Wait, see, I didn't do it in English accent. Dodgy's Irish, and I'm always doing like English accents and shit. Oh wait, we got Barry. Look, let's bring Barry back in. Everybody, it's Barry. Welcome him back to Highly Motivated. So
Welcome,
Dodgy
Barry.
is Irish. So Dodgy, I don't forget. See, you should play the pickle song on the stream. Is it good? Is it good? Can you email it to me? Wait, can you send it to me? Send it to me, and I'll pull it up. If I could pull it up, I'll pull it up and play it. I'll play the pickle song. I will play the pickle song.
I have a Dua Lipa like song I could play.
And also, I just played it a moment ago. The Be Your Own
I'll put my
Ganji
song on
Fest.
Discord though.
You're gonna put it on the Discord. I want to
I
hear
did.
it.
I put it on Discord.
Now, by the way, everybody, you can join.
There.
You can join our Discord. Be a Ganji. Stay connected. Be all in. Be all in life. Be all in relationships, in mood, and vibe, and frequency. Be all in. Join the Discord. The Linky Winkies is right down there at the bottom of this little screen. East Coast Visual Media was so kind, more than kind, to provide that for us. And if somebody wants the pickle song, let me see, be all in, stay connected with the Ganji family, join our Discord channel. Hey, that's pretty cool. You did it on the YouTube. It's not great. I tried, though. It's not great. Well, see, that's where you start. The pickle song is the beginning. If you could make a pickle into a song, now you know you're ready. Now you know you're ready to go to the next level. If you could make a pickle sexy and exciting, because it's difficult to make a pickle. It does not look sexy. A pickle is not sexy, and not sexy in that sense. You know, in a song, you come across like Rico Suave. Everybody remember Rico Suave?
I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that shit? I'm Rico Suave. Oh, these are your succubus. Your stories succubus. Let me see. But I put it in Discord. But you did put it in the Discord. Okay. So
yeah, I did. I put it in the Discord.
It's in the Discord. So the pickle song is there. Can I get to the Discord easy? Let me see. Let me just see. Let me look. Oh no, that's not a way to do it. No. I'm being attacked in Barbaria. This is some bullshit.
I can play it. I've seen it in the Discord. I think I can play it.
Can you play it?
Yeah. Let me see if I can play it.
All right, everybody, we're gonna play Goopy
I don't have to be selfish
pickle
all
song.
the time.
He's saying it's not very good, but you know something? It starts somewhere. And where else to play it but here? I'm highly motivated.
I gotta find it first.
Oh, well, you gotta find it. I don't know. I was looking for the Discord. Worries. Just
that's where I'm looking. Isn't it in the music area?
Candy Rain. Oh, and everybody, don't forget to check out East Coast Visual Media's Florida Cannabis Registry or Florida Strain Registry. FloridaStrainRegistry.org. If you have not checked it out, I'm telling you, it'll blow your mind. It's not just the pictures.
Yeah, I don't want to get you dinged or anything here, so you got to keep that in mind. That's not my fault.
You're going to get me dinged? Wait, dinged for what?
Well, I mean,
we're not going to get a ding-a-ling-a-ling because this is music created by Goopy.
Right.
Goopy gave permission. He said, I put it on Discord.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's
wait, I got to wait. I got to do it.
Wait.
I did it wrong. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I got to do it again. I got to click the button that says share the audio. Okay. And this is the one and share the audio. And I'm going to turn the audio
All right, here we go. All right.
Oh, this is triple lit.
It's good.
Getting the lines, got a feeling I'm feeling this fine. beginning and ending of time. I am just fucking the rhyme of these rhymes. If you're looking for someone that got it, I get to the station. I'm feeling a rocket in every word, but just land in the pocket. I crowd of these kids and they rocking on topic. I'm stupid, ironic, addicted to comics and trying to love, but I really been honest. I stepped to the mic and they looking astonished. I'm blazing the line like a primo.
That's not goofy.
The shit in my soul. I'm trying to stay on my phone. Time ticking away and I know
That's not
I
goofy.
only got one life to go. Side living it up, you can find me get home on a Saturday night. It's not giving a fuck.
But it looks like it's Goofy and Ninja.
Beginning me run, I get fucked up with shit and they give you the bonus academy. But it's alright, I've been feeling just fine, but it's staying 100 feet from me like centipedes. We surfing Netflix, yo. I can never find a show. With my girl, we probably be fucking before we find one.
This is a good
That's
song, though.
alright,
I
cause
love
I will
the song.
take some head over
By
this
Echo.
club all day. And when the doorbell rings, it's a Domino's guy with pizza. Ay. Maybe I'm living the dream.
Is this the song
Maybe
though?
I've been plugged in the matrix to sleep. These people always come
this
with
the song that you put in
negativity and
there?
trying to rent some space up in my head. This ain't Airbnb.
It sounds great.
Either way, homie, I'm feeling blessed. So call me Elon Musk. I've needed space from every ex. You want my heart, but that shit
Oh, that's
will
not
stay
the one.
inside my
It's not
chest.
the
I know
one.
that I was built from vibranium like Wakanda, bitch. Never been thinking I really
We might get dinged for this.
Yeah, we're gonna get dinged for this. That's not the one, Chris. Hey, Chris. That's not the one that Goopy had in there. What is that one?
That's Pickle Rick by Echo.
Is that Pickle Rick? So that will probably get dinged for. Well, we'll take the ding later.
That's not it. That's the one in the Discord channel. It said
No, that's totally different. I don't know what's in the Discord channel. I haven't even seen it yet.
okay. Sorry.
No. I see. No. I think
Pickle
Stealth
Rick
did it on purpose.
official music video. It
That's
says
okay. That was
Pickle Rick.
I thought that was what Goopy sent over. I was like, holy shit. I've never known there's a Pickle
I played
Rick.
the wrong thing.
No, that's a good song though. I used to
Yeah,
listen
that
to
was a great song. I was really enjoying the beat. I
When I was
thought
on
that was
house
hot.
arrest, I found that song.
When you're
Oh, East Coast said he just posted that in Discord.
which that was great. I enjoyed that, Pickle Rick. Let me see. Mine's EDM. Haha. That's not one Goopy sent. That's the song I posted. Oh, Dodgy's like, that's not Goopy's. Yeah, turn that off. I just posted that in Discord. Okay. Well, there might be a ding for sure, but we're about an hour and 47 minutes in. I think they ding you like in the first hour. No, they'll ding you throughout the whole thing. They'll ding you in the last 30 seconds of what you're doing. I'm probably already getting dings now. I just have my volume turned down.
Warning, the content ID system has identified copyrighted material. This is not a content strike, and your channel is still online, and everything's all right, but we will not monetize this video. You know,
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to say.
similar words to this effect.
But I'm not monetized anyways. I'm not getting shit. No,
Yeah.
these people are not giving me a damn thing. What the fuck are they going to take away from me?
Right.
Are they going to take away what they're not already giving me?
I
Are they
actually
going to take
made
away
80
more
cents.
than what they're already taking
So-
away?
Ever since I've been on Rumble, I made 80 cents of revenue.
80 cents?
80 cents. You know, my books made pretty good money. I made some good money on that.
More than 80 cents. That means you're doing good.
More than 80 cents. yeah.
Listen, more than 80 cents. You are doing good. Oh, Gavin, I didn't want to forget.
Yes.
What have you done towards your business today? I know it's Sunday. I know I'm asking a lot. Have you done anything towards your new business?
Not today.
All right. It's Sunday. It's
I'm
Sunday.
power
It's the
washing.
beginning of the week. But okay.
So you're
I'm good.
you're power washing yachts, right? That's your latest thing.
I wish.
So what is
If I
tomorrow's
was near
beginning? What are you
Marina,
doing?
then I would.
What are you
But I'm
doing
like-
tomorrow? What is the beginnings? What is I'm getting up, I'm taking a hit out of the bong, and what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm conquering the fucking world, Gavin. That's what you're doing. I'm gonna conquer. Look, you have a power washer, right? You have a tiny one? Okay. Do you have a job tomorrow? Are you working some shit tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow.
What day is tomorrow?
Monday.
Fucking A. It's Monday.
I
Take
should be
control.
working.
Take control, get out there and create. I have an idea. I have a question. Do you live around apartments or other houses? Like in
Other
a
houses.
neighborhood. Do you live in a neighborhood?
Yeah.
Are there other houses around you?
Yeah.
Do they have some dirty ass driveways?
Uh,
Do their
Most of them pretty
houses
clean,
require a little rinsey because maybe too much mold building up? Do an introductory special.
I'll go around door to door tomorrow.
Fucking A. You got cards, right? You got, and sorry, not sorry, people, for my language. It is what it is. I'm going to try not to curse, and then I'll curse more. That's how it's going to work. So, Gavin, we are all supporting you. We are all putting positivity, energy. We are infusing this stream with Gavin go kick some ass shit tomorrow. Gavin, it's your business. It will go nowhere until you go.
I
You
know.
must do the embarrassing things. You must do the hard things. And then one day, you don't have to do any of that shit anymore. One day, other people have to do that shit for you. And you will sit and smoke. And you will laugh at the days that you worked hard, that you walked the extra mile, uphill to work and uphill back home again. I'm incorporating a little bit of my dad's walking uphill to school and walking uphill both ways. It was a fucking dip in the road. So he took me to the town where he grew up, my dad. Guess what? It was this huge dip in the road. No matter what, he was going downhill, uphill, uphill, downhill. That was a tough walk home. That last hill going up, holy shit. I don't know how he did it. And we walked it. We walked it as a family because he wanted us to feel the pain. And we almost got ran over by sheep. We almost got ran over by like a herd of sheep in Somerset, England. That was some crazy shit. All right, Gavin, I didn't forget about you. Listen, tomorrow it's Magic Day. Magic Day. Listen, even if you just get out there and you just kind of start, you know what you can also do? Listen. I hope you're ready for this one. Here's my fucking brainstorm. Okay. You do like Uber Eats and shit, right? Or they do fucking Grubhub. Yeah.
I do Uber Eats.
Yeah. Do you do the Grubby Hubby?
Not Grubhub, but I do Uber Eats.
You do Uber Eats. You should do a little Grubhub as well. Now listen, it's not for any reason than to advertise your abilities in the area around you. Holy shit. You go deliver some food and they're like, dun, 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 I get my tip. By the way, take this card. I'm a handyman. And I love the power wash shit. I'm serious. Don't hand out a card to everybody. To businesses, to houses. If it's somebody's apartment, they don't give a shit. They don't want you to power wash anything or fix anything. So only real clients. And you're going to be delivering food all over the place. And you hand this and they're going to be like, yo. And you're going to be like, yo, I'm looking out for you. Have a good day. I'm telling you, they're meeting you. Bro. Now they trust you. Isn't that not genius? I'm telling you, it was like a little quickie brain fart.
Facts. Straight up facts.
Little old school, ingenuity. Back in the day, we used to shake hands. Back in the day, we went door to door. As a kid, I was such an entrepreneur. I would get out of school and I'd go wash people's cars right at their houses. I would use their hose. I would use their hose and their water. And I would wash their cars. And then when I had a trailer in a car, or actually I was putting my lawnmower in the back of the Lincoln Continental, I would put it in the trunk. So the trunk was up as it was, the airbags I was going up and down the road. It was great fun. So I was mowing yards and it was door to door. I'm like, look, I got my lawnmower in the back of the car. I could do this shit super cheap. And if you want me to do it weekly, I'll make it even cheaper. Boom, boom, and boom, yo. Man, I had regular clients everywhere. I would have stayed doing lawn care. I actually really enjoyed it. My cousin Doran actually ended up, Doran. I know we all got similar names. It's just strange. So Doran's in Texas, and he has a landscaping company, a big time building ponds, making some beautiful shit landscaping company. But that's how I started. And that's so crazy. And then basically he came over from overseas. And he's like, no, I'm going to do this. Every time I do his voice, I can't help but laugh. So, look, Gavin, in 2 years' time, you could be expanded with trucks and power washing systems going everywhere. You could expand your services to home fumigation and bug preparedness. There's big money in in exterminators and shit.
Yeah,
There's
I know
big
that.
money doing the jobs people don't want to do, but you're going to make that big money if you put the hours in, if you put the time in, and if you put the community in. So go Uber eat some shit. I'm just throwing out the idea. So this way you're making money and you're advertising. Holy shit, that's like a 2-in-1. That's like a twofer.
Double dipping,
Anytime
man.
you get
Double dipping.
double dipping, he's right.
That's true.
Barry's right. Anytime you can get a twofer, you get that twofer.
I'm gonna go
People-
Uber Eats tomorrow anyway, so.
Are you gonna? Are you? Oh, see, there you go. You got business cards already, or not yet?
Not yet.
All right.
I don't know
if you
how to
see a
get them
good
printed.
client,
I don't know.
if
I
you
don't-
see a good client, you make sure you're like, listen, you need my number, put it in your phone. Put my number in your phone. You're gonna love this shit. You're gonna love the shit I do. Just put it in your phone. Listen, take that extra step. And if they turn around and they're like, they already tip you before you get there. Holy shit! So you already know about your tip before you get there, right?
Yeah.
My son in Texas is doing Uber Eats, and it's like, yeah, I don't have to choose it if they don't tip high enough. I'm like, shut your mouth. He's like, yeah. Like, what if they tip like in person? I don't know. So the expediency of the job depends on how much you give. Do they see what you're tipping before you tip? That seems wild. I don't get Uber Eats. I don't have anybody bring me food. I'm gonna go get my damn food. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody fucking with my food. I don't trust anybody handling my food. And I don't get fast food anyways. So I'm gonna make the shit myself. And then when it comes to a welcome, Major Ganji. Welcome.
What's
Highly
up, Major
motivated.
Ganji?
What's good, everybody?
If somebody was shopping for me, I couldn't have them pick my veggies. I hold my shit up. I smell it. I tap it. I poke it. Listen, I'm serious about my veggies. Welcome, Major Ganji, to the just an episode, just a connection of people. Great background tonight. Love the color change. Love your constant evolution there.
Appreciate it.
That's really cool. See, when we get to 50, so I was talking to my handyman today, my guy, Dylan with Bars Construction, Bars Restorations. Look him up. Amazing stuff. So he was in my little 52, huge. And he put the floors in. So now we're doing the electric. We're running. So I was going to do solar power over there and compost toilets. I'm still going to do a compost toilet. I was going to do solar power and shit like that. But this is Florida, people. And we need air conditioning. If you're going to have a studio that's got any kind of comfort for people to come or for you to relax and have that as your man cave, studio cave, because that's what it's going to be. It's going to turn into my giant studio. It's a 1952 Spartan mansion. That's what they call it. It is a tank. It is amazing. And in that, so what he's doing, we're running electricity from the main pole all the way there to a breaker box so we can plug it in. We are going to have electricity. So that means AC, air conditioning. That means I might even rent it out like for Airbnb type of shit. Like you want to spend the weekend on a beautiful view, with chupacabras and Wendigos or what Slenderman. I don't know what you call these things here. Skinwalkers. There you go. If you want to spend a night where there are skinwalkers, chupa fucking cabras, Wendigos, just crazy shit, ghosts all over this property, people will pay for that. I'm like, people will pay for that. They want to be in the thick of, like, people want to be scared. That's people want to be scared. That's the big deal. They want to be pushed, like, to their limit. I think that's fair to say. So, okay.
I would pay good money to attend one of your chupacabra slash you know, what was the other thing? Oh, the skinwalker.
Skinwalker, ghost.
Yeah.
So this is, look, at
What
night
is a
we don't go outside.
skinwalker?
Yeah, me too. Throw some mushrooms in and I'm
Fuck yeah.
down.
Look, I've got some great mushrooms right now.
What is a
So
skinwalker? I mean,
Oh,
since you've
lemon
seen them.
tech and everything. So what is a skinwalker? So a skinwalker is an ancient Indian shaman or very powerful figure, or somebody all right, they have to have great power, and either they fast or commit suicide in such a way that they do this so that their ghost,
Their mind can move between bodies, right?
it protects, right, it protects, like their energy protects the land that they sacrifice themselves for. But skinwalkers are also interstellar or interdimensional beings that travel into our dimension without a body. So they encompass energy as their body,
I
or
could
they
be a
temporary,
skinwalker, and I wouldn't
right,
know it,
or
right?
temporary take the skin of,
Right. Thus,
or the forming
skinwalker.
of people, right? So they're
Right.
skinwalkers. And
Right. Skinwalker, like a meat. You're wearing a meat suit.
what are we wearing? We are wearing we are wearing.
We're a homunculus deep within a mind, maybe. Theoretically, we don't even know the mind's a theory.
We don't know. Well, look, the
Psychology
mind
is
is
a
something
theory.
deeper. The mind
Pseudoscience.
is something so much more, because the mind, look, our mind creates. Our mind feels and loves, and our mind is beyond our body. Our energy, that is us, is not just this meat suit. You know, this meat suit is what, like thousands of organisms? This body, the eyes, the
I'm a
mouth,
meat suit.
everything. We are thousands of different organisms. Holy shit. We are thousands, right?
Mhm.
We are what controls this physical realm. Us, energy. So skinwalkers are that tied to a land. And we feel there is look, there's bent trees, there are possible Indian mounds. This is a very exciting land. It's not what you think it is. I think it's been mistreated. Many years ago, there was a massacre, and it was one of the most unfortunate events here in Florida, where the Spanish massacred Indian tribes that were all coming together, living together, working the land together. And it's where I live. The whole area, not just like where I live. We're
So
talking
you
about.
could have skinwalkers. Is that where that show takes place in Florida?
No, that show takes place in on the ranch of the aerospace engineer guy. He sold it to one of his partners that now has Skinwalker Ranch. No, Skinwalker Ranch is like what? It's not Nevada. It's damn it. Hold on. I'll tell you where Skinwalker Ranch is. And that's some crazy shit. Skinwalker Ranch, where is that located? The basin of northeastern Utah. And what makes it so unique is that there's a portal on that land. I've been watching this show for a while, and I really feel like this show is partially not disinformation, but a slow leak in a reality TV format. So one of the gentlemen that they have on the show is a NASA genius. One of the guys they have on the show is not just some like Tom, Dick, and Harry. He is intelligence beyond intelligence. He had his own redneck science show for a little while, which was absolutely hysterical. But the guy is who NASA turns to when all shit hits the fan. And I can't remember his name right now, but they've made discoveries on Skinwalker Ranch that will change how we see science, how we see non-human entities, because I think they've caught them on screen, and they've caught craft, or they've caught anomalies so strange that a possible portal is open on their land.
Are the skinwalkers extraterrestrials?
Are skinwalkers extraterrestrials? No, they are us. They are entities. Now, maybe they are non-human entities morphing into our dimensional, energetic, physical space, or interdimensional travelers that don't have a physical body, and maybe they have the ability to temporarily borrow a body or borrow an individual.
Could this be the basis of demonic possession?
I don't know what he was talking about. I couldn't understand that one.
Could this be the basis of demonic possession?
Could it be the basis of demonic possession? Interesting. So the years and the stories of demonic possession. Wait, there's like too much feedback and reverb.
Oh, sorry, it's my effects. I'll turn it off.
Sorry about that. Every
But
time
no,
I
would
do
that be the
it's just
basis of
feedback.
demonic possession? Wow, what a nail on the
I don't
nose
know. I'm
type
just
of.
making stuff up. It sounds.
No, what a neat thing. Think about it. You go back many years, and what if interstellar travelers without a physical form temporarily encompassing the body of somebody, and that person being so afraid, and
We'll make a
the
film
voice
called
doesn't come out right.
Skinwalker.
Maybe they're using like voice amplifiers or voice modulators or something, and it sounds like you just sounded. Holy shit, I think
We can
I
make
would
a
be
film
like
called
somebody's
Skinwalkers.
possessed.
Maybe we can make a film called Skinwalkers, and it's about aliens that travel through bodies, like body snatchers, but better than body snatchers.
Well, that scared me. Kiefer, who was it? Sutherland. It was Sutherland. It was
At the end of the film, she's like,
Kiefer's.
"Oh my god,
father.
everything! We escaped the aliens." And he's like, "Oh!"
What an insane movie! You need to go back. Everybody needs to go back and watch the old horror films. They they are such a story, and they are. He's right. That's how it ended.
Stroke, man.
That was the ending of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Scared the shit out of me. Years to come. Like, is that how they're coming for us? Is that what's happening?
We flew through the intergalactic winds. There was no need to conquer your planet. We merely grew here.
Oh, wait a second. He posted the song again. Chris, can you see it? Can you snag it, you think? You're going to head off. Have a good day. Hey, Goopy, you, Ninja, everybody over there in Ireland, have a good night. Good morning. Good morning. It's morning for you. Go just get some sleep. Holy shit. It's morning. You're like 3:00 in the morning. Go get some rest. Thank you for coming to the show. But wait a second. We're going to try to play your song really quick.
Oh, okay.
Are you? You don't mind? Thank you, Chris. You're fantastic.
Last night.
I gotta make sure it's the right one though.
Yeah, he's saying it's 3 a.m. That's crazy sauce.
Briny crunch. Okay.
Okay, let me see. I'll listen to the song first. Look, this is the pickle song from Goopy. Goopy Chunk over in Ireland. Goopy is bringing us the pickle song. It's its first iteration. It's probably going to go through changes, but the pickle song. All right. Here we go. Can you hear it, Chris? Did it start? Hey, Chris. Can you hear it? Did you press play? I'm like, did you press play? I know. I can't hear anything either.
I can't
I hear
hear it
nothing.
either.
I hear nothing. Let me. You can't hear it either?
No, I can't.
Yeah, I hear nothing. I hear nothing.
I think
You know,
he's got
maybe
the wrong thing
because
shared
maybe
here.
yeah,
Somebody
he's
help
got the
out real
wrong
quick.
t-shirt. Yeah, let's do maybe we should have been like, instead like bobbing our heads to it or some shit. Like, like that was fucking amazing. But then Chris would be like, I didn't hear anything. Chris, yeah, we didn't hear anything.
Did you hear that?
No, we heard nothing.
Ah,
Right, we
I
were
think you were
the whole
sharing the
time like we
Discord
could hear
screen
nothing.
instead of the. I think you had the wrong window shared.
let me try it again.
That's fine.
All right, hold on. Make sure I got the audio and make sure I'm just going to do this.
Okay. Briny Crunch. Briny Crunch. That's
Do you hear that
hysterical.
sound? Did you hear
I
that
hear
sound?
nothing. Nothing. Nope. Nope.
All right. So I got to share. All right. Okay.
Can you share it? Like, can you text it to me, or can you like?
Hold on. I'm going to try it again. I gotta do it like this. Okay. Hold on. I'll wait.
Just play it. Like, can you click it and turn up your speakers, or do you not have?
No,
speakers?
I'm just going to share my whole. I'm going to share my entire screen.
He's gonna share his entire screen. He's not messing around anymore.
Oh, well, let me share it. Oh, wait, there it goes.
I don't know what happened.
Can you hear that? Can you hear that?
No.
Damn.
No.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Let's see if this worked for you.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Remember, sorry,
Right.
not sorry.
It's because I'm flipping the windows in a certain way and it didn't like it.
All right, so I've got this. Okay.
Is that working?
I can't hear anything over here now.
It might be blocked from sharing. It might be a privacy setting that they don't want you streaming from Suno.
Really?
Like Netflix
Not streaming
has a thing for it.
But so if you send that,
Right.
So send that to like an email, right? Or send it to, like, you can share the link or share like a you may have to share Goopy. You may have to share like a hiding greatness. Just Goopy, you may have to send it to like my LinkedIn or my Twitch or my Facebook, any kind of like message. I can play it from the message. You sent a link. He sent a link. A linky winky. Where did you send the link to? I'm like, where
In
did
the
you?
Discord music section. Or if I could share a different audio channel.
Is that it? That's it though?
Every step in a perfect flow, and the room just forgets what it knows.
This is the pickle song.
The air in the neon space, smoke softens the edge of your face. You move like time is out of place, and I am lost in your taste of grace.
Greatest of the money.
In the atmosphere, we're close and the sound disappears. One inhale and the world gets clear.
I think you need to do it in the theme of the pickle, like coming from the pickle. The pickle needs to be the song. I can't tell it's about pickles. I can't tell. Goopy, I can't tell that it's about pickles. You need to do it like get into the head of the pickle. I am the pickle. I like to have my clutch. You know, I don't know. Like Right Said Fred.
Did you
Anybody
hear
ever
that?
listen
Did
to
that
Right
work?
Said Fred?
Did that
I
work?
heard it.
I don't know.
Could you hear it? I could hear that.
Okay.
I could hear that. That was the pickle song?
No, that was the song I made
Oh, damn
earlier.
it. That's it. Now
I'll
y'all
play
are
the
just fucking with me.
different tab.
No, now you're fucking with me. Wait a second. Now I've got to hear this pickle song. Now I'm all about the pickle song.
Man.
No, wait a second. Let me see if I can pull up Discord. Right,
I
hold
tried
on.
playing it, but I can't play it through.
That's not
like
it.
this
I know.
song-
I'm
Might
sitting
be
here
able to
talking
push
shit
it
about
through
the
mine.
pickle song, and I'm like, it's
Yeah,
got nothing to do with
yeah.
pickles. I don't
Yeah,
hear
the song
anything
I just-
pickly.
Yeah, the song I just played here was
Holy
I had
shit.
locally, so it was easier.
So
for me.
fucking funny. So funny.
Hey,
Hold
try
on.
one more
Make
trick
it
here.
work,
See if I can push it through my audio
Okay.
routing real quick. See
Okay,
if this
here
will
we
work
go.
for you.
Ready? I can do it.
Gets me in, crunch in the middle, tang on my tongue, one little bite, and I'm done. Is it in the jar?
I love doing analogies like that because it's the only thing you can get away with.
That briny bite lights up my eyes.
Let's go, Goopy.
That crunchy little spark. Oh my god.
Fire, bro.
Pickles. Oh, I thought you said worth that every happy little squirt. I can't stop once I start. Look, it's a dance tune. When you realize it's pickles, it's even better.
This goes hard, Goopy.
You're so good. I say it again. Even pickles love pickles. Even pickles love pickles. Pickle babies. Pickles love pickles. Even pickles love pickles. That's probably the greatest line for pickles ever. Listen, Goopy, I think the pickle faction in Ireland might be reaching out to you to promote their pickles.
Same salty magic.
Oh my god.
My face hurts from laughing.
That's funny. I love pickles. They're better than they should be. I love pickles. Even pickles love pickles. Oh my god, that's how pickle babies begin. Even pickles love pickles. That's how pickle babies begin. That might be the best. I'm right. Even pickles fucking love pickles. That's how pickle babies begin. Oh, it's okay. It's over. That was it.
That was
right at the end
fire.
there. Right at the end there, I was like, "Yo, even pickles love pickles. That's how pickle babies begin." Goopy Chunk. Goopy, excellent first song. I all the shit talking I was doing earlier, that's because I hadn't heard the song. And you know something, now I'm ashamed of all the shit talking, all the misdirection that I was being thrown into with different songs. That was fantastic. Goopy, excellent. Your pickle song is an excellent entry into pickle radio. There should be like a radio channel just about pickles, like pick songs about pickles. Worth the wait. Right? Wasn't that great? That was like surprising. I look, my pickle song is nowhere near as good. You know, mine only had words. Mine didn't have somebody singing it. That was fantastic. That was fantastic to hear a pickle song. And right when you start hearing like, I love pickles, you know.
Oh, was that
something.
lyrics you had made up, Oren?
No, I didn't make up any of those. The ones I did
Okay.
on my pickle song, yes. No, that was Goopy. That was Goopy all the way
All the way. Okay.
with nothing but pickles.
Hey, I tried to play it a couple times. I think it's a very humorous song. I think it's the song I did was very similar. It was like, oh, a Dua Lipa type sound, you know, like a pop type, you know.
Hey, no, that's look, I think
People like
using
that, you
it
know, right?
to getting, I think utilizing it to get a message across, that's a great way to use it. You know, utilizing AI and song creation and immediate, you know, put a beat to the words. That was fantastic. I enjoyed that. You could tell that you gave it a little bit more of a prompt than just a few words. That was great. That was great. I think that was the perfect ending. Right. Goopy's like, right. Thank you. That was the perfect ending. Good night. I'm going I'm going to sleep with the knowledge that my pickle song, Briny Crunch, will make it to the top of the charts. As well will Be Your Own Ganji. The Be Your Own Ganji song also, once released, I believe will make it to the top of the charts. I think it's going to reach people in a whole new way. Love your joint there, Chris. Very nice work that you put together. Very nice work. Very nice work. I'll be in my Oraganji hat and t-shirt listening to my pickle song. That's hysterical. It's coming soon. The hat and the shirt coming very soon. I am so excited. Careful, you can get a sty. You don't want to you want to clean the camera lens off first. That could be some crazy shit right there. I know, just don't blink. Like you'll get like it'll be crazy, and you're like, where did I get that? Your camera. You don't even know where your camera's been. Cameras have been in some crazy stuff. Goopy, good night. Sleep well. 3:00 in the morning. Holy shit.
Thanks for that, Goopy. That was fun.
That was great.
Thanks,
that
Goopy.
was a great addition to tonight's show. The pickle song, Briny Crunch by Goopy Chunk. It's going to be look, I think you should submit that for Eurovision. This for 2027. Eurovision 2027, Ireland should do the pickle song, Briny Crunch. Holy shit. Listen, Goopy, I hope you hear this before you're logging off. I hope you hear what I'm saying to you. Submit that as Ireland's song for Eurovision for 2027. Goopy, I'm telling you, it's going to be a big hit. Briny Crunch. We're all going to be crunching to that song. That would be gas. Yes, it would. That would be so funny. That would be the funniest shit. If he submitted that if he submits that, is that gum? I don't know what that is.
No,
that
it's the buds. I just
Oh, okay. I thought it looked like gum. See how deceiving it can be. Because I think there was like a gum that looked similar to that. But Goopy, listen, for shits and giggles, maybe submit that song as Ireland's, because you said Ireland's not really getting into it. Maybe they are. You just didn't realize. But get into it. Look, submit that as the Irish submission for Eurovision. I bet they would win. I bet Briny Crunch would win Eurovision 2027. And in second, Be Your Own Ganji. You know, Be Your Own Ganji Fest. I think that would go far as well. You know, we'd all be up there singing it. What a great jam. We could video in and Zoom our concert performance. or restream directly live our concert performance instead of having to be there. So people wouldn't even know if we're actually real or not real. The question would be there, you know, are they real? Are they really singing? I don't know what I'm talking about. Goopy, thank you again. That was a lot of fun. And so moving right along into our chit chats tonight, I wanted to leave it open for anybody that has any conspiracies they want to talk about. Anybody who has anything on their mind that they've heard about. I've got a lot of little itsy bitsy topics, like I'd like to mention on the 20th of this month, grand opening in Tallahassee, Florida, Goldflower Cannabis, number 14. All right, we'll get back to that. It'll be an amazing Saturday, I'm telling you. Amazing. I'm so excited. But anybody have any conspiracies that they've heard about, thought about, maybe that have come onto your radar for one reason or another? Good. Good. I'm glad I allotted so much time for that.
Can't think of anything offhand.
Well, no, I think what I'm searching for is only what you hear or feel in the current realm of right now. And I say that because I've been getting signals from so many different directions. Like, life gets very distracting. And we get so involved in the stories of life, in the when I say stories of life, like reality TV. We get lost in our own reality TV. We get lost in our jobs, in our process, and process takes a while, right? Like, process takes a while. How do I explain? All right, for your hair to grow, it takes a while. Like, I went from bald, basically, because I shave my head all the time. I went from that to quite a curly, luscious, full set of hair. That takes time. And we tend to forget that time. That time tends to disappear. And I think, oh shit. In my description of this, I just forgot what the fuck I was talking about. How time speeds up. It doesn't matter. I can't completely remember what I was talking about. But something about time speeding up.
Yeah, so I was in Wawa today. I was in the convenience store today.
I was in a Wawa today.
It seemed like the person that was ringing out the register was new. And she was taking for fucking ever. And I usually never have a problem. But her and the customer were both a high maintenance customer and a slow ring out together. It was horrible.
This is why I do self checkout. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to ring, pay, go, buy, because nobody notices me. They don't say hi when I walk into the building.
I couldn't use the self checkout.
See, I haven't had a cigarette, and I was talking about it today. I mentioned it to Ange. I was like, you know what I'd like? I'd like a cigarette. I'd like to start smoking again. And she's looking at me, and she's like, "What the fuck is your problem?" I'm like, no,
I'm sorry, I don't want to be a bad influence on
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. I told her I want to start smoking again, and she's like, "Have you lost your mind?" I'm like, "No, I mean, I've been thinking about it, right? I'm not going to. If I were to smoke anything, it would be like hemp cigarettes, like those, you know, they got like hemp. They can't be any better than a shitty cigarette, but it's not nicotine, and it's not that kind of tar buildup. Yes, it's a carcinogen. You know, yes, I'm still burning something, and I'm still smoking, so I'm messing with my lungs. I'm messing with my breathing, but at least it's not nicotine. I'm not going to. I dream about, ever since I quit. That's the kind of hold. What's that?
I said a question for you, because I also recently quit. I went from, heavy smoker to vapor, and then recently decided this year, I was like, I promised myself that I was going to quit. And I realized, I was like, oh, wait, I said I was going to quit in December. And it was like the first week, like everyone was talking about their New Year's thing. I was like, oh, wait, I don't normally do New Year's resolutions, but I promised myself I would quit last year. And I was like, wait, if I can't keep a promise to myself, then I'm not trustworthy. So I just immediately quit once someone was like, weren't you going to quit? I was like, oh, yeah, And I had just bought a new vape, like spent $30 buying a little disposable. I was like, well, you're right. Thank you for reminding me. And so I threw it all away, and I haven't smoked since, and that's been months. But it was a matter of like I had a conviction of I quit. And I've quit in the past before, but the thing that I've learned since, because literally it's been months, and 2 nights ago I was like, man, I want a cigarette. Like, this is wild. And it was the food that I had eaten. It was like a real salty like dish, and I was like,
Something
man, this
about it,
umami
right?
and
That
salt.
kicked
And I was
in.
like, man, I want a cigarette so bad, like that, And I was
That's
like, I had to
wild.
think about it and rationalize it. I was like, this is the first time you've had that food, so that's triggering that, overeating, gorging feeling, and now you want the cigarette like after Thanksgiving meal type.
I would love to have a Bloody Mary right now, man. That would be great.
Oh, a Bloody Mary and a cigarette. That's some
But here's
great
the thing.
shit.
Right this moment, I'd love to have one.
The question that I posed to you guys, and all of us, I think here were nicotine users or currently are, they've done research that nicotine is a neurotropic, and it helps in its isolated form, which are the pouches that you use. That those are actually safe, and doctors are saying that that's okay.
Not the cigarettes, but nicotine on its own. Correct.
The little pouches, right?
The little pouches. I've heard things without,
I was going to ask,
without
have
the
you thought about
chemicals,
that,
without anything, more just natural nicotine. Natural nicotine is a nootropic. That's an incredible thing that you just mentioned. And so nicotine also has a stronger hold on your body than cigarettes themselves. What is that?
This is laboratory grade nicotine.
Laboratory grade nicotine.
Okay.
Liquid. 100 milligrams per milliliter. If you get it on your skin, you probably like have to wash it off and you'll be sick. You might have to go to the hospital if you get it on you.
Wow.
I believe it.
Wow. But that look, nicotine, but you're right. I've heard the same thing. I've heard tobacco without all the chemicals is actually not terrible for you. And smoking tobacco, like overseas, they don't have all the chemicals in their cigarettes. They don't have all the pesticides and fertilizers and
so
extra
it's
shit
true.
that they put into there.
Okay.
Right. So
Gotcha.
it's not healthier, but it's a lot healthier than what we have. And
Right.
then nicotine on its own, though, yes, opens up the mind, opens up the blood vessels. It used in small amounts can do great things for the body. But in combination with other things. Nicotine on its own, though, that was hard for me to quit. I went from cigarettes to vapes, and I quit cigarettes by smoking rosin vapes, not resin, but pure rosin. And because when I'd hit it, it would feel like a cigarette.
Give you
and
that
when I would
throat hit.
Right.
Like
and like when you smoke a cigarette first thing in the morning, you get that little head high. You smoke a cigarette first time in the day, no matter when it is, and you're like, oh, fuck yeah. Or if you haven't had a cigarette in a couple days and you have a cigarette, you're like, whoa, holy shit.
Cigarette smoking is no longer the driving force in humanity.
But you get the same from rosin. So rosin was my way to quit cigarettes themselves and that oral fixation. But then I was still puffing on nicotine. Nicotine in the vapes is terrible. It messed up my lungs. Nicotine controls your mind. I was actually smoking the Juuls, the J piece of shit on top of shit mixed with shit, and that's salt nic and salt nicotine. That's why when you mentioned you were eating something umami, it was salty. It's like it's triggering something in your brain.
100%.
Like for me, my stress levels are like they're not high. I'm not stressed, but I'm my brain not bored. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know what it is I'm looking to say, but I wanted a cigarette. I wanted a cigarette to occupy my mind. Occupy
if you
my
just breathe
time.
if you just breathe in and
This one
replicate,
goes out.
if you do conscious
to
breathing
the
in,
one
like
I
breathe
love.
in, that is similar to cigarette relieving stress.
I
I'm gonna
smoked a
head
joint
out.
and I felt better. I smoked a joint and guess what? I didn't want a fucking cigarette anymore. I smoked a joint.
Aaron,
I was fucking fine.
I'm gonna jump East Coast, Gavin.
See you later.
It's been
Have a good one, man.
cool, man.
Christopher,
Congrats
thanks
on
for
the killer
coming. It's
twins.
always great to have you here on the show. We appreciate you. And listen,
Thanks for
this
making
is
me
going to be a
feel
great
welcome. I
week.
appreciate it.
This is a great week. I'm
Top of
telling
the
you.
week to you, everybody.
Top of the week.
Right.
Hell yeah, man.
Bye now.
Okay.
Yeah, that was great to see his progression. You can definitely tell he's been putting in the work,
With the
on the
guitar?
guitar.
I know.
That's cool. I love seeing people win and, put in the work.
And I mean, look, a month and a half, he's been really practicing, really getting into that. And his slide is so much smoother and faster. His transitions are getting better. I remember when he was like, he'd be like, da 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 da, and then he'd stop, and then he was like, dun dun dun, okay, dun dun dun. Now he's smoothly sliding from this into this into this. That was awesome. It is great to see the update. Christopher practicing, really enjoying his guitar. That's his authentic one. He wanted to be part of music again. He wanted to be part of that guitar. And he didn't care who had said anything. He's posting his progression, he's posting his jam sets, and he loves it.
Yep.
He loves it. And you could see it in his attitude. You could see it in his
Absolutely.
confidence. His
Yeah.
confidence right now is through the roof.
And it rubs off on everyone he's around. Like, watch, he walked in and started jamming, and everyone in here lit up, and we're all excited for him, and we're rooting for him to win, and we can't wait to see his progress in another 6 weeks. Like, we're all rooting for him to keep crushing. That's what being a Ganji is all about, is celebrating other wins, right?
Celebrating other wins, being a Ganji is all about. Absolutely. Love that. Thank you. That's exactly it, though. What being a Ganji is all about. I look, that's exciting. That's exciting because that's exactly what he's doing. And he's exploring his authentic joy. That's what gets me more excited than anything else. He's in this exploration mode, and it's fantastic. The confidence is fantastic in himself. He believes in himself. It's an amazing fucking transformation. And I'm not even sure if he totally sees it, but I see it. I know you see it, others see it. Big change in Chris. The guitar has brought so much out of him. And no, that's exciting. It's exciting to watch. No, I think we have a great week coming. I'm pretty jazzed. I've got some more locations that I'm looking at. I've got some more locations. I have run into brick wall after brick wall, but I'm not disappointed. People are afraid. They're afraid of the possible numbers. What I was saying earlier, I found a venue, 1,500 people, and they're like, well, what if you sell more tickets than that? I'm like, no, I'm going to sell 1,500 tickets. That's what we can do capacity. That's what I'll sell. And you're like, well, how about people at the door? I'm like, they're not going to know where the fuck it is. People will not know where it is unless you have a ticket. And I don't know if we might not have that luxury. So I've got an idea. I saw it today. Gainesville has a raceway.
Ooh.
Right.
Okay.
Gainesville has not had a great event in a long time. The Renaissance fairs have fallen lackluster. And I like Gainesville. I like the community. It really could blow up here in Gainesville because it's a big deal. And so the raceway, the Gainesville Speedway, it's huge, and it can accommodate more than 1,000 cars. It's right off of the main run.
Parking and all that. Yep.
Parking, bathrooms, concessions, food trucks can be brought right in, power, electricity. The bands can be set right up. I mean, holy shit. What a great, I drove by it today.
Great option.
And I was drove by it today, and I just looked over and I saw it as we were driving, and I looked at Ange, and I looked over at Ange. I'm like, huh. And I look back at the speedway as we're driving by, and I look at Ange, I'm like, huh. And I look back at the speedway. I am a very confusing person. And Angie's just looking at me going, oh, but what? What are you doing? I'm like, the speedway. She's like, the speedway? I go, Ganji Fest. She's like, oh. I mean, that's not a bad idea. So tomorrow I'm going, if I can remember, if I don't forget, oh my God, what a busy day tomorrow. I'm doing Tampa. I'm kicking some ass in Tampa tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Tampa ass kicking day. Tomorrow I've got appointments with two doctors, two very prominent doctors. one for early morning and one for late afternoon. And both of them, I'm bringing some special cookies that you can only find in Tampa. These special desserts, that the TikTok desserts, the Insta Cha-Cha desserts. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that look like a peach, looks like a mango, looks like a
You,
gigantic raspberry
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
or
was
a
gonna ask how is
blueberry.
the
Well, my daughter turned 20 yesterday. Her birthday was yesterday. And we took her to Jacksonville to get those desserts. So, and that was what she wanted. Instead of a cake, she wanted to try one of everything, and she loved it. She sat there and she was just like one after another. She's like, this is so good. I love it. I will dream about this forever. I love that you love it. But
that's
imagine you bring that
awesome.
to a doctor, they're going to love it.
Oh yeah.
And you don't bring them a whole bunch, you bring them a couple. You bring them a couple. One for the girl up front, one for the doctor, maybe one extra you could take home to his wife. Forget about it. Nick! Nick! Everybody welcome Nick Grayson to Highly Motivated. Okay.
Welcome, Nick.
Welcome in, Nick.
But I just so that was the idea. And I was like, and my wife thought that's a great idea. I think it's kind of a great idea. The Gainesville Speedway as a possible location for the Ganji Fest. Ganji Fest 2027. Sure. Be your own Ganji. Wow. I think it's great. I also like the Heartwood soundstage, but it's a little expensive. They do have everything included for bands, your sound engineers, I wasn't going to have a sound engineer. I was going to have some guy named Bill. And Bill was going to play with knobs and shit. And Bill was going to turn to me and be like, it sounds good to me. And Bill's free. And if something
Can't beat that price.
right? And if something fucks up, Bill, cool and calm under pressure. I got it. Give me 2 seconds. I'll take care of this. So I think Heartwood, the Heartwood soundstage in Gainesville, also a great option. So now I have 2 locations to look at. Heartwood has already said yes. The Speedway, they shouldn't say no. They let people smoke cigarettes all over the place. It's not like it's oh yeah, what if somebody smells it? It's set back pretty far. Let me see. Instead of Bill Nye, the science guy, it's just Bill, the sound guy. Yeah, Troublesome Red. That's exactly what it is. Just Bill, and Bill takes care of shit. And when Bill comes to you later, like, listen, man, I did all this work for you and shit. You got a joint? I'm like, fuck yeah, I got a joint. You got a beer? Fuck yeah, we got a beer. Are you hungry, Bill? Bill's not homeless. Bill doesn't need weed. Bill doesn't need a drink. But this is Bill's way of being like, hey, I'm Bill.
That's how he works his ganji, He
It's
got
how
to
Bill
earn the
works
title
his
somehow.
ganji. And Bill, and look, will the sound be perfect? No. Will you hear it? Yeah. You're gonna hear it. I mean, maybe having somebody professional might be a good idea. Bill means well, and Bill is any guy that that just works on shit like this. There is no specific Bill. Bill is just a guy. Bill is the guy that does this shit. And I know, actually, I got a buddy named Dill. Dylan does shit. And I called him out today to look at the trailer, right? And be like, look, how much? Let's talk money. Let's talk. Do you want some eggs? I was like, Dill, do you want some eggs? Do you need eggs? Do you need some eggs? He's like, do I need eggs? I'm like, yeah, Dylan, do you need some eggs? And by the way, wait. So how much is it to get the electricity from the box all the way over here? He's like, well, he gave me a price. I was like, oh, but how many eggs do you want? How many? Hey, Gideon, can you go get some eggs for Dylan? Go get him a bunch of eggs. How many eggs do you need? You got a lot of kids to feed. How many eggs do you need? You need some eggs? Let me get you some eggs. But wait a second. How much is it to wire the entire inside of this RV? Because after you wire it, you got to do the spray foam shit, right? Okay, so you're wiring the electricity, you're putting all the things in. How much for that? So he's calculating that. I'm like, by the way, you want some eggs? You want a couple dozen? You want a couple dozen? Farm fresh. Best fucking eggs of your life. Gideon, get me a couple dozen for Dylan. I give him all the eggs. And he's holding all these eggs like this. It's a lot of eggs. He's gonna go put them away in his truck. And I'm like, listen, that price you gave me, those 2 prices, you're gonna give me a better deal now that I gave you some eggs, right? And he's looking at all these eggs, and he's like, I guess I could. You guess you could. You think about that shit. I'll talk to you later. Bye. But at the same time, he's a buddy, he's a friend, and I'll pay him whatever he needs. You know, whatever he's fair. I'm just messing with him, and he knows that. You know, I've had him always do some like great odd jobs. He's a great builder. He built my deck. I think that was still his learning phase when it came to decks, or maybe he was just having an off day with my deck. But no, it's like that for a reason. It bends in the middle for a reason. Just listen. No, he does great work. I love the guy. Good stuff. Okay, so Dill just got to mention Dill's restoration, Dill bars restoration, bars construction. Look up something within that. That's him. He's doing great work. So I bribed him with eggs and his Nucci and some eggs, lots of eggs, and a big doink. So let me see. Wait. Bill and Dill. I know Bill and Dill. Well, that's where the bill came from. Dill. It's a big dill. It's a big deal to know Dill. You know the Dill? Do you know the Dylan? See, he's got the pickle. What?
That's the dill right there.
It's the Dill. Pickles in a bag. That's how he grew up in high school. All
I'm
he knew
scared
were
of
pickles
this.
in bags. How old
Have
is
you ever
that?
had a hot pickle?
It's a hot pickle?
Yeah, this is a reminiscence from when I used to do the hot streams. We did a Hot Wheel of Death.
Really?
And so like that whole shelf behind me up here is full of like the Hot One sauces and all that. And
no,
so, yeah,
shit.
A friend and I, we used to
that is great.
co-host and do like Hot Wheel of Death. And
I bet
no one ever we never did the pickle. That like this is like murder on your mind.
How old is the pickle?
I haven't streamed in a year, so at least since a year.
Does it have an expiration?
No, that's the scariest part. No refrigeration needed, no expiration. Like it's pickled hot. I don't know. I just never. I'm grateful no one ever spun this one on the wheel. That's all I'm gonna say. That is, yeah. Some of those hot sauces are brutal.
Glad you're American. That whole deck statement wouldn't have worked with a Kiwi or Aussie accent. Not hot pickle. Ooh, and
the accent, yeah.
With the accent, the deck.
Yeah,
because it would have been Dick. It would have been. Oh, yeah.
I've spent enough time talking with Swishy and Troublesome Red that you the accents, some things don't quite come across right.
That would have been hysterical. Oh my god! Now that I'm thinking, how many times I said deck, and with Dick. Let me see. No, not hot pickle. Oh God, the memories. The hot pickle. Yeah. Listen. I would love to do a show that's kind of like good, like Mythical Morning. These guys, I love the style. I think we're missing a show like that. They've gotten too, I don't know. They've changed. It's not the same show.
I agree. It's not. I love that show too.
Good Mythical Morning. That's what it was. Good Mythical Morning with
Rhett and
Rhett and the other guy. And the other guy.
Exactly. Yeah, the other guy.
And the other guy. But I think, I don't know. I would love to do something like that. I think for the Oraganji and Highly Motivated, there's an evolution into something else. Highly motivated, your good morning, highly motivated. I don't know. I don't freaking know. I'm not creative right now. Right now, the creative juices for me are not total flow mode. They're thinking about the week ahead. I'm not going to deceive you that my brain isn't in many places, because we're still dealing with things up in Maryland with Angie's dad. We are still dealing with I'm trying to finalize a location soon. because I'd also like to start planning the cannabis holiday party. I think the canna holiday, because nobody's doing one. Nobody's doing like a Santa, green Santa.
I like that.
Jolly old smokes. I've got so much, and these are great educational moments that people don't come for the education, but they leave with their whole perspective changed. They leave realizing that they've been missing out on a great party, on a great festival, on hard to find, talk about events. That's what I want to bring back. It's not how much money we make. It's how memorable do we make this event? How amazing. I want everything that you wished it was. Did you want a little train ride like you saw in the movie to bring you into the fucking place? Hell yeah. There should be a train constantly going around like a kiddie train. People have to get on and ride into the, into the event through a tunnel of love. I don't know. It's all on how you build up that initial entrance, that feeling. You first walk into an event, that's how it begins. That's how you get, shock and awe. That's how you get excited. There's smoke, there's music, there's excitement. So I'm in that mode of excitement. This is a busy week. This is a week where there's a lot going on. Early week, I'm in Tampa and then Tallahassee. I'm going to be in many different places at the same time. And then I'm making a visit end of the week towards the villages. So Lady Lake, Leesburg, things like that. I'm very excited. I am very excited about the week ahead of us, people. I don't know what we were talking about earlier. We got into the Ganji song, and I was just like, since then, my brain's just been like, yes, Ganji Fest. So we're coming to the end of the show, our 3-hour mark. We got a couple minutes. So before getting there, I want to remind you all. I want to remind you all of the amazing abilities that you have. Now, how do I do that? How am I capable? So let me give you identity. Let me give you self-worth. I am enough, exactly where I am, while I'm becoming more. My value is not determined by anyone else's opinion. I do not need permission to be myself. I belong in every room I walk into. That one's powerful, more than you'll ever realize. I belong in every room that I walk into. I trust who I am becoming. I am not behind. I am on my own path that I am creating. My authenticity is my superpower. I was not created to fit in. I was created to contribute. I honor my journey and my growth. I have something unique to offer this world. That is the beginning of identity, authenticity, putting gratitude and acceptance and acknowledge into the universe. Look, I speak these things out loud to remind myself, not so much that I need the universe to hear it, but so much so that the universe needs to hear it. I have survived 100% of my hardest days. That's good, huh? Good ratio? 100%.
I like that.
I've survived. I am stronger than the obstacle in front of me. Every challenge is building a stronger version of me. Look, pressure creates diamonds. I welcome growth. I bend, but I do not break. I can do hard things. I know, so simple, right? I can do hard things, but life is hard. Everything is hard. You can do it. My spirit is stronger than my circumstances. Setbacks are setups for comebacks. I rise. I rise every time I fall. My courage grows every time I use it. Like Gavin coming on the show. In the beginning, he was so scared of it. And then once he got on, he was just so much more courageous. And you could see that with Chris. Chris was nervous when he first started playing his guitar in the show. And you could tell that nervous energy. And now he's courageous. And he practices his courageous. Every time, his action is creating momentum. So progress beats perfection. Small steps create massive journeys. Done sometimes is better than being delayed. Done right. Action creates clarity. Every day is another opportunity. And these are, it's like, is this a list of life? Is it, is it a list of pay attention? The future is built one decision at a time. One decision at a time is how you're building the possibility of the world around you. Look, I move forward even when it's uncomfortable. I do the uncomfortable. Look, Gavin, earlier when I said tomorrow, you get out there and knock door to door. Advertise yourself. Do it while you do Uber Eats or some shit. You are moving forward even when it's uncomfortable. You're doing the things that others won't do, and that's what's going to make you successful. Momentum is my friend. Today matters. And when do you start? When do you start?
Tomorrow.
No, I start now.
Start now. There you go.
Now. Right now. Right now, not tomorrow, not yesterday, not next week. I start now. Because procrastination is not your friend. Confidence and power is your friend. I trust myself. I believe in my ability to figure things out. I carry power with me. I am capable of more than I realize. My confidence grows through action. I am the author of every chapter written in my life. I take responsibility. I create opportunities. I choose possibility over limitation. Value. My energy is valuable. I become unstoppable through my consistency. All these words that I'm saying right now, all these sentences, these phrases are the most powerful thing that starts your life. It starts everything around you. It's manifestations. It's morning, affirmations. Morning affirmations. It's daytime affirmations. It's anytime you want to open up that fucking universe affirmation. And it starts now. My life has meaning. My actions matter. Feel it. What I do today echoes into tomorrow. I am building something bigger than me. I'm building even bigger than that. Look, I am here for a reason. My purpose unfolds one step at a time. I create positive change wherever I go, because that is the energy that you bring into it. My voice matters. My story has power. I am living with intention. So as highly motivated would be all in. The magic is already inside you. You are not lost. You are becoming. Your future is listening to your choices right now. The world changes when you do. So your dreams need participation. Become the person that even your younger you hoped for, your younger you thought of. Become that person. Stop waiting, start creating. Right now, Gavin. Right now, world. Remember your power. Be the signal, not the noise. We are lightning. We are possibility in motion. The fire you're looking for is already burning inside of you. The only permission you need is your own. Your authenticity is your revolution. That's it. That's the energy. That's power. That's power in words. That's power in feeling. You feel this. If you read it or you say these things and you feel it, that is power beyond power. I saw you were loading something up over there. It looked fantastic.
That's that Lemonade live rosin batter from Goldflower.
Oh, is that what is that? Is that a Dr. Dabber or?
Yeah, this is a Dr. Dabber. They just replaced this model. This is the older one.
That looks
So
cool.
it's the Boost. Yeah, the new one just dropped this week actually. Cheers.
I've heard good things about the Dr. Dabber. You know, I've you
yeah,
know,
we need to get you one.
it
So you
hits
can
pretty hard.
have
Look
some
at that.
options.
So wait, so is that a bubbler?
It's a dab rig straight up. I'll tell you one sec.
So, and I'm going to ask you a question here too, because if that is being filtered through water, does that filter the flavor that you're getting out of the dab, as opposed to like say a dry dab?
Slight little bit. I mean, it's a trade-off because you'll see a lot of people prefer a dry topper with no water. There's just a teeny bit of water in this one. I don't put a lot in it, so it adds a little percolation because it's a short path. The thing about the Dr. Dabber that's kind of unique to this design in all of the Dr. Dabbers is, I don't know if I can take it out. So it goes straight from, I have a sapphire upgraded insert, which is better for flavor. It doesn't give off a quartz taste, but the quartz bucket's the standard one, which is great too. It just, if you're terp chasing, the sapphire upgrade gives you a little bit better profile. But the idea is it goes straight from your bucket straight into glass. Whereas some of the other devices, they go in through a silicone chamber, which is most other dab rigs have that silicone part, which that for one draws more condensed oil. So you have all this reclaim. This has almost no reclaim. It goes straight up into the piece. So if you don't use a dry topper, you get almost no reclaim. If you use a little water, yeah, you're going to get some reclaim in it, but it's minimal. So that's one of their claim to fame.
So you're getting a full burn of the product, no reclaim, nothing like that. And
yeah, I mean the bucket
reclaim. My proxy,
it's almost empty.
It's insane. Like, I mean, if I were to show
you have to peel the thing up, and it's like a couple grams. So they eliminated that. The other thing that Dr. Dabber has really done a great job at is they actually have their temperature gauge sits right around the bucket, so it's a constant, accurate readout. Whereas other devices, they pulse with their power, so it gives you like it ramps up and then comes down, and once it hits a certain level down, it goes back up and then comes back down. It goes back up, so it's not constant. It pulses versus something that holds steady with more less variation.
Okay, so it's giving you a stronger, solid heat.
Oh wow, yeah. See, yeah.
I had a bunch of reclaim in mine, so my proxy. So that's interesting how you'd be burning more of it. And I guess
it's more efficient.
It's like a 3-dimensional or a 3D type bowl.
Yeah,
so
it's very basic. Like I said, they made this one. This one was like 6 years ago. I mean, I've taken it on tour. It's been all over the world with this thing. But the new one they just came out with is like the Switch 2, but it's portable. It's like half the size. So I'm looking at getting one of those as an upgrade to this one, but I love this one. I mean, it's got a terp pearl in it, great flavor. And like I said, I've had it for years. And if you literally just Q-tip it, just like that, I mean, there's barely anything on it. And I've had this for a couple years, and I haven't had to replace it. I mean, it's just
I like easy cleaning. I like portability. Yeah. I like easy cleaning. I've always been about that. You know, I hate to like look, I just busted out the venti and I have a little broken up flour over here on the table. So I was just gonna really quickly fill it in, just to have a little smoke as we close out the show. But yeah, I like portability. This is such a portable device.
Yeah,
that
I need
don't
to get
even
one of those.
don't even think about it. Look, I put a little bud already broken down in the thing. 90 degrees. You put the thing on. You twist, press the button, and now it's on. And as soon as it goes green, it's ready to smoky toke. And the first 2 hits are very flavorful.
Yeah.
After that, it doesn't turn popcorny. It's just, it's good to smoke. And so when I'm really thinking about a cigarette or something, I grab this.
Yeah, I gotcha. That makes sense.
You
I mean,
know,
you get
just
all that beautiful flavor and the terpenes without all the harshness and all the headache, you know?
That was a good flavor. Flavor was nice. Flavor is nice. So that's interesting. So hopefully those words. Oh, what do we have here?
I just actually updated the listing. So this is the Illuminati from live rosin batter from Goldflower that I was just
Oh
tasting
wow!
here.
Look at that.
Very juicy.
Everybody, what you're
Aiden
seeing,
had
you're
this
seeing
other day
the
as
Florida
well.
Strain Registry.org. Again, this is Florida Strain Registry.org. You've got to check it out. This is going to give you the best rundown for each one of these strains. Look at those pictures. Look at that. Oh, look how juicy that looks.
It is.
Wow.
The flavor and aromas translate beautifully. Like Aiden said, you know, shout out Aiden, College Bud Tender University, that stopped in last episode. He did that awesome Goldflower haul. He bought out the whole store, I think he said. But we both enjoyed this together.
He got so many rosins. That was incredible.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at, wow.
I mean,
in the
that's just
container.
crack the
That
jar,
looks so
boom, right
good.
there. Oh, man. Yeah. And this was a fresh drop. And mind you, unfortunately,
juicy that
Goldflower in
looks.
Orlando sells out within a day or two. Like before I even got there, the other live rosin that they dropped, the Maltese something tiger, I think it was
I
already
didn't
sold
get
out
any of
within a
that.
couple hours.
I didn't get any.
I was lucky to get this. They said there were 3 left. So,
You got-
and
you
I was
got the
there by
Maltese tiger?
lunchtime. No, I did. I got the Illuminati.
Oh, the Illuminati. Oh, you were lucky to get this one. Yeah,
Right.
look,
and I got 3 of the
everybody
other
loves
flower
their
strains,
rosin
and the
now. Their
rest were sold
rosin
out.
is fire.
Yeah. They're really,
no.
they're doing some awesome stuff. So shout out Goldflower. I enjoy their product. I make a trip, and like I said, it was funny because I thought they did their restocks on Tuesdays, but I guess they changed it up last month.
They did.
I just happened to call, happened to be like, hey, what do you have coming up? And they're like, oh, it's today. I'm like, what? Like, I'm on my way right now.
Look,
and they're like, we've
Goldflower
already sold out
Cannabis
of
is a medical
things.
cannabis provider here in the state of Florida. If you've got your medical card, look, there's very few places I recommend. Goldflower is the top of the list, though. Of any place I would recommend, its price, its product, its people. Wow. And don't forget, on the 20th, they have a grand opening in Tallahassee. Look, the music gets so loud out of nowhere. That's crazy.
It's ready to party in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Music got cranking. Calm down, Bill.
Bill, come on now. Or Dill. It'll be Dill or it'll be Bill.
Yeah, it's Dill when he screws up. It's Bill when he does something right.
Oh my God, that's funny. That's fucking hysterical because that's so right. Dill, what's your problem?
Stop
Dill,
being a
what have you
pickle.
done? Stop being a pickle. The pickle song was fantastic tonight. Thank you again, Goopy Chunk. Great pickle song. You've inspired me. I think we all need a good pickle song every episode now.
As long as I don't have to eat this hot pickle, we're good.
That's crazy. That is insane. No, don't. But maybe we'll test some hot shit night.
Do you do hot stuff?
Dude, I love, but okay. I'm about flavor. I used to make my own hot sauce. I used to make my own hot sauce because I couldn't find something to make me happy. My hot sauce, my hottest of the hot sauce would make you cry a little bit, but it had great flavor, and that's why you cried, because you kept eating it.
Oh, you're
But
one
it
of those
tasted
guys.
So good.
You
It
can't
was just
stop.
so good, right? Like if it's good, like you got a good chip combo, a good chip and a dip. Shut up. A good chip and a dip will take you somewhere else entirely. I mean, I'm just saying, a good chip and dip. Oh, I know. I've seen with the hot ones. They do it on wings, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
they do like the little bites.
All right. There's only one wing I could eat hot sauces on. I don't know why they make them so good. I found out why. I found out what happened. Me and my dad and my mom and Angie, we all used to go to a place called World of Beers. I think it was World of Beers.
Yeah.
Or
Familiar.
no, it was called the Flying Saucer. It was the
Okay.
Flying Saucer, which also is similar to World of Beers. And they had a guy who made wings over there. The crunchiest, the most delicious wings that anybody has ever had in their entire life. So you know what he does? He gets the oil really hot and then puts the flour into the oil. Not on the wings. The wings are dry. He puts it in the oil, then he drops the wings into the oil, and it becomes the best chicken wing you have ever had. Best crunch. Juicy like you wouldn't freaking believe. And so
I'm a fat guy, so I figured I'd heard of that before, but I guess
and
not.
You put hot sauce on a crunchy wing and it changes your life. You put hot sauce on a crunchy wing and it's the best fucking thing in the world. There's something about a juicy wing, the crunch, and the hot sauce. That's like this is like a trifecta that changes your world.
Yeah.
Rob Harmon, welcome. Everybody welcome. Rob Harmon, Veterans Cannabis Care, right here to Highly Motivated. It's good to have you on the show, Rob.
Welcome in, Rob.
Oh, I mean, I see Troublesome Red saying, "Oh God, not a hot stuff night." Listen,
oh yeah, she was there for the original ones. Oof, that we did.
Look, hot will destroy me. But if I have some like Indian yogurt or Greek yogurt close by, yogurt is the only thing.
That sweet, aren't the little drink things that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh
like
yeah,
like this. Well, okay, so there's something called labani. Okay. So and I'm going to go to the Arabic stores, the Middle Eastern stores, and I'm going to go. I'm looking for labani. Now, I went recently looking for something called malawach. Malawach. I say it wrong. I say it so fucking wrong that what I just said was a really bad word. So,
oh no.
So I walked into the store, right? I walked into the store in Tampa. I was in Tampa and I was like, yeah, hey, he goes, can I help you? Yalla, let me help you. And I'm like, yalla, let me let you help me. I go, I'm looking for malawach. And he looks at me. Sharamuta. See, I started saying Arabic words. And you heard that? I just started coming out. He's like, wait, what? What are you looking for? And by the way, I'm Middle Eastern, so I can do a Middle Eastern accent and not be socially unjust because I don't give a shit. There you go. You're welcome. So the guy's like, he goes, what? I go, malawach. He goes, what? He goes, malawach. He goes, I don't know what this is. So I explained what it was. It's dough. It's frozen. It's held in individual sheets and it's super thin. Super thin. You take it out of these sheets and you put it on a skillet and it rises up almost like a phyllo dough. But it has more meat to it. And the fluff, and it's an oily, fluffy dough that you put like a beautiful, like you can have with tabbouleh, you can have with eggplant, which is baba ganoush, you can have with hummus, you can have with khina. Look, you're getting me all Middle Eastern right now. So delicious. So I found it. And so the guy, he goes, I think I know what you're talking about. So he brought me to the freezer section and it was one package like this big. It was like this. So there's like hundreds of them. There's hundreds. And I'm like, do you have a smaller? He goes, no. I'm like, no, seriously. He goes, no. I'm like, oh, okay. So you take all or nothing. I took them all.
I knew it. We were all in.
We are all in.
We're all in.
Let me tell you something.
There's no half step in here.
Delicious shit you've ever had. So delicious, but they don't rise as much as the ones I remember. And I remember in the Middle East when they would make me something called lokshele. Lokshele meat something. So it's like it's Polish, it's German, it's Middle Eastern, it's Israeli. Lokshile is noodles, and they would fry these noodles in butter, in browned butter. So they would brown the butter and then put the noodles in. And this was done in a pan that looks like it's seen better days. It
The
wasn't
one that never
Teflon.
clean type thing.
Right, never clean. It's like it wasn't Teflon. It was just burnt from
Oh,
decades of use. Decades.
that's different.
It's very different. And so my
Yeah.
grandmother would make this for me, and she would burn the noodles a little bit, and she'd be in there like flipping shit, and then she'd put some green onions in there, and she goes, "Be quiet, you're going to love it. You're going to love it." And I'm like, I'm scared shitless. I'm no longer hungry. I'm just fucking scared. And she's making this dish. She's flipping this shit, throws it into a plate or into a bowl, and she puts it on the table. She goes, "Okay, yalla." I can't remember the word, but she'd say, "Eat, eat, eat." And I'm like, she'd give me a fork that's way too small to pick anything up. One noodle was a challenge for the fork, and then they would stand over you while you eat. That was the most frightening thing I think I've ever been through in my entire life. You're just sitting there,
food trauma.
Do you like it? Do you like it? I'm like,
Yeah.
I love it. And it was the most delicious thing ever. It's so good. Little green shallots in there, like chop, 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 chop. Noodles, like a spaghetti noodle or a fettuccine noodle, done in like a salted, buttered thing. And all it is butter and shallots or green onions. Holy shit. Amazing. Now I make it, but I use garlic. I put fresh garlic in there. I put, chopped onions.
Oh yeah.
I've really evolved it into something else. And my kids love it. My daughter won't eat anything. And this, I'll make it and she'll be like, "I'll eat it." Yesterday we went for poke bowls. Poke? Is it poke? Do you say poke or pokey?
Pokey.
Pokey, I guess, or poke. I would say poke. I don't know. Sorry.
Maybe that's why they looked at me funny. I walked up like, "We're looking for poke balls or bowls." So
Bowls?
so while my wife and my daughter were getting these, and my son were getting these poke bowls.
Gotta
They're
catch them
getting
all,
these
man.
custom fresh market in Jacksonville, in Orange Park, Jacksonville, at the mall in Orange Park, outside, not in, but outside the mall. It's like the fresh market. It was delicious. So what they also do is a sushi burrito.
Ooh.
So my daughter, my youngest, my 7-year-old, was like, "Dad, I want sushi." And I was like, "You get whatever the hell you want. You got it. You want sushi? Get some sushi." So we're up there, and she goes, "We can make my own." So she told them she likes the California roll. She likes simple, and I like crab. I like avocado. Let's go. This lady made a sushi roll, but it's a burrito like this. But
That's
it's a sushi,
amazing.
right? It was huge, but it's sushi. It's just not cut up. It's just done with it. The wrap is seaweed, and then the rice, and then whatever's inside the sushi.
That sounds so good.
So good.
Man.
My 7-year-old, and because she's very picky, and she was like, "Tell them to cut it up," but they just cut it in half. And my daughter's like, "Cut it into smaller pieces." And the lady goes, "No." The Japanese lady, she was like, "No, it'll fall apart. Eat like burger.
Yeah.
Eat like burger." And my daughter was like insulted almost. She was like, I'm like, do you not want it? She goes, "Oh, no, I want it." I'm like, "Okay." So we sat down at the table, and she scarfed down half of it. And she looks at me, she goes, "So good. If I ever tell you, if I ever say I don't want anything, I want this. Feed your daughter this."
Yes.
And she goes, "You know what you do, Dad? You tell people that if their kids won't eat anything, you go get them this. They'll eat this." Because I feed my daughter seaweed all the time. Like they'll get, all right, okay. One time she ate so much seaweed, like all these different seaweed packets, and because I went to a Chinese market, and where she got like a flavor, like one was teriyaki, one's sesame, one's this,
Oh, really?
one's that.
That's cool.
She loved the seaweed so much she ate all of them in like one sitting, and it was like a big bag. I was like, holy shit. When she went to go shit, it was green, like seaweed. Like that's all her poop was fucking seaweed. And she's screaming, Dad! I'm like, I'm coming. Look.
Yeah. It goes in one and comes out the other.
Right. Well, I used to live in Texas, and I used to go eat at Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box was my favorite fast food restaurant. I haven't eaten fast food in more than 20 years. But Jack in the Box, they did this big jumbo crazy fucking burger that was the most delicious thing that you've ever bitten into. And it said that it was kangaroo, and I don't give a shit. Kangaroo is tasty. Kangaroo tastes really, really good. So that was back in the day. And so I'm just giving everybody, I don't know why I feel like I need to gross you all out. So I ate this burger, and I ended up going to the bathroom, because everybody goes to the bathroom multiple times a day sometimes. And it was bright purple. Now, to tell you that I was freaked out was, so anybody freaked out will call the company and tell them what just happened. So I called Jack in the Box's corporate office. I called the main store, and they gave me the corporate office store, thinking they needed a good laugh too. So I called I first called the restaurant, and I let them know what happened. And they said, sir, we can give you a credit. I'm like, I don't know if any credit in the world is ever going to make me feel better about what I just went through. And should I take pictures and send it to you? They're like, sir, have you not flushed it? I'm like, no, I'm saving it for you. Listen, look, this is more than 20 years ago.
Oh gosh. Oh
And
gosh.
they were like, sir, I'm like, no, sir, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. We didn't have cell phones. We had, I could take a Polaroid of it, and look, we didn't have cell phones, and I'm going to email you a picture of my purple excrement. So then they gave me the number to corporate, and I called corporate and told them that their brand new jumbo burger has just made me do things purple. and when they stopped laughing, I then said, I'm being serious. And they're like, oh, how do we tell people? Right. They're like, this is not a joke. And they're like, well, sir, what would you like? I'm like, we need to get a PSA out there. We need to get a PSA telling people that this is what's going to happen. So don't be nervous. Enjoy your burger and enjoy the rainbow of excrement that you are going to get after this. That was what I wanted. And these people are like, sir, is this a joke? I'm like, this is not a joke. Use it. Tell Jack, because their mascot used to be a bobblehead that sat on your antenna. Jack, it was a Jack in the Box. So Jack in the Box is the greatest fucking thing in the world. And Jack used to have these commercials where he'd tell you straight up about shit. Jack had the greatest commercials. Anyways, if you've ever seen old Jack in the Box commercials for the restaurant, it would blow you away, and you'd be like, holy shit, Orange Right. They should have fucking used this. In some way or another, especially, and I know I'll be canceled for what I'm about to say, but great, it's applicable for certain holidays. I'm sorry, it's a rainbow of fucking colors. And what other fast food restaurant can offer you rainbow of colors in your excrement? None.
That's a 2-for-1 party right there.
Thank you. I'm just saying. I'm super saying. Okay, it's late. It's crazy. It's late. I got a crazy day tomorrow, people. Crazy day. Thank you all for being here on the show. We've gone 23 minutes after our cutoff. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Chris was already here. Thank you, Barry, for being on the show. Gavin, always thank you. And yes, Major Ganji, Major Nugs.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Full gratitude. Thank you for coming. Oh, dude, it's always a pleasure to have you here. We always enjoy it greatly. And everybody, this is a great week. This is a great week. Get out there. Adventure. Adventure and just full confidence, full of life, full of energy. You create that. You create all of that. So go live. Go be. Arrivederci, everybody. Good night. Later on, Gavin.
See ya.
I'll see you what Wednesday, Sunday? Wednesday. We'll see you Wednesday. Ciao, everybody.